Sure, I love that there's no school today. And of course, you can't beat today's meal. And yeah, it'll be great to see my grandparents again. But the thing I love most about today is football. I love watching football, and I love playing football. Every Thanksgiving since the 4th grade, we've played the kids from around the block. And every Thanksgiving, we've lost. But I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I have a good feeling about today.
Mom, I'm gonna play football. I'll be back for dinner.
Okay, honey. Be careful.
Hey, Joey, can we play?
What are you, nuts? Football's a man's game. It's not for little kids like you. Besides, shouldn't you girls be watching Barney anyway? They just don't get it. Football on Thanksgiving isn't just another game, it's tradition. Billy Sims, Barry Sanders, Night Train Lane. Men that cemented their legacy on Thanksgiving Day. There they are, the defending champions, cocky as ever. Now, it's our turn. Today, we're not just 12-year-olds. Today, we are NFL players.
Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot.
I win.
What an absolutely beautiful day for a football game. Back to throw. His man is wide open.
And that'll be a touchdown.
Finds a hole. He's gone.
Nobody will catch him.
Touchdown, Patriots. Throwing downfield.
Oh, what a catch.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions have looked very
Impressive in this first half.
Things were looking great at halftime, but then...
I need you to do a 10-yard button hook.
Miles, look.
Oh, man.
And there she was, their secret weapon, Ashley Madison, the prettiest girl in school. One time in homeroom, I think she said hi to me. And there was another time in gym class when I was drinking out of the water fountain and she was behind me on line A.
On defense, she's your man.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, she scored 3 touchdowns. We ended up losing yet again. But look at the bright side. At least now she knows my name.
Hey, Toast. Nice coverage.
Well, sort of. And oh yeah, the game wasn't a total loss. I scored my first Thanksgiving game touchdown. Grown-ups are always so worried about us kids copying the silly things that athletes do.
Are you kidding me? What is he doing?
But what's the big deal? It's just a game, and aren't we supposed to have fun? Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the game.
Football on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit is a proud and familiar 62-year tradition, and we welcome you to the 63rd chapter of this great holiday habit. From Ford Field, the Detroit Lions host the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. And hi, everyone, and a very happy Thanksgiving Day to you and yours from all of us here at CBS Sports. Greg Gumbel alongside Phil Simms. I mentioned Super Bowl for the Detroit Lions at 3-8. This is almost that kind of a game for them this year.
Well, Greg, that's the way they're going to treat it. You said they're 3-8. It is a playoff game for them. They know the national audience is going to be watching. They know all the players in the NFL are going to be home eating, watching them, and what better way than to celebrate it by playing the defending Super Bowl champions.
We have 2 young quarterbacks on the field today, and for Detroit, Joey Harrington is just getting started.
Yeah, he is just getting started. You talk about Joey Harrington. What really surprises you, a rookie quarterback, you talk to the players and to the coaches, he is the leader of the Detroit Lions, and also a rookie quarterback only being sacked 7 times this year so far.
Now, on the other side of the field, Tom Brady is also young, but it seems like he has a world of experience and a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, it seems like he's been around a lot longer than just 3 years. And Tom Brady, the question was, can he follow up the Super Bowl with a good year? Well, he leads the National Football League with touchdown passes, 24. He is absolutely the leader of the New England Patriots.
All right, Phil, it's the New England Patriots. It's the Detroit Lions. It's Thanksgiving Day in Detroit, and we'll have the kickoff right after this.
From the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions, Happy Thanksgiving!
Welcome back to brand spanking new Ford Field, capacity 65,000, and the third member of our crew down on the sideline today, Armin Katayan. Happy Thanksgiving, Armin.
Same to you, Greg. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all those watching at home. Well, it might be a short week in the NFL, but Bill Belichick, the Patriots coach, spoke long and hard to his team this week about the dangers of entering the Lions' den on Thanksgiving Day. Lawyer Malloy telling us last night the team got out of sync. They were overrun emotionally by the Lions 2 years ago, got chewed up 34-9. He said it's critically important today that we match the tempo and emotion of this game early on, because as you said, Phil, this is a game the Lions are going to play like they've got nothing to lose. Greg, back to you.
All right, Armin, there is Bill Belichick, and he was emphatic about that point when we spoke with him last night in his third year as the New England Patriots head coach. On the other side of the field, the very much talked about Marty Mornhinweg in his second year as the head coach of the Detroit Lions. The Lions will kick off to New England, and this is Throwback Uniform Day.
Yeah, it is, Greg. I like them. Patriots, bright red, easy to see. The Lions, I don't know what color you call that.
I don't know, but you see that uniform, you're looking for Billy Sims out there, aren't you?
Fun to be here.
Jason Hansen will kick it off. Deion Branch and Patrick Pass are deep for the Patriots. And Thanksgiving Day football is underway here on CBS. From the 1, it's Branch. The rookie to the 15, to the 20, and out of bounds close to the 25-yard line. Run out by Eddie Drummond. And there is Tom Brady, the league leader in touchdown passes, and it all starts in the center of the line. Former first-round draft pick Damian Woody at center. Tom Brady on the outlook for the Pats today.
I think it's going to be important for us to get off to a good start early, throwing the ball and completing those passes, move the chains, and hopefully get the ball in the end zone and take that crowd out of the game.
Crowd always a factor in Detroit for the Lions, especially on this day. From the 25-yard line. Fake the pitch and the pass this way to Troy Brown. Brown to the 30 and out to about the 32-yard line. Let's check the Detroit defense. The Lions front four. Robert Porcher at left defensive end, Detroit's career sack leader. He leads the team this year with 5. Young and energetic linebackers key off of Chris Claiborne, who's getting used to being in the middle linebacker, and he likes it a lot. And it's a veteran secondary, with the exception of rookie cornerback Chris Cash, a 6th-round draft pick out of USC. 7-yard pickup on first down. Kurt Schottenheimer, the defensive coordinator, looking on 2nd and 3. Pitch to Antoine Smith. Left side, comes up short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and about 1.
Well, Greg, a couple things about this New England offense today. You said screenplay on first down. Well, they're going to throw a lot of them like they always do. Charlie Weiss, the offensive coordinator. But, you and I were talking, and we talked to Bill Belichick. They consider screens. They don't consider it a pass. That's part of their running game. Complements it, and you're going to see a lot of them, and a lot of them are going to go to Troy Brown today.
Double tight end on 3rd and 1. Antoine Smith left side, bulls across the 35 to the 36-yard line for a first down.
Also, when you look at this Patriots offense and then you look at the Detroit Lions defense, Detroit pretty good up front. They can rush the passer. They have big linebackers who can stop the run. So the Patriots want to spread it out, make the big guys run sideline to sideline, tire them out, and then take advantage of that by throwing the football down the field when you can protect the quarterback a little longer.
Antoine Smith comes in motion to the near side. Brady, quick pass over the middle, tipped, and it's caught! Caught by the Patriots, and inside the 40 to the 35 is David Patton.
Tom Brady looking for Troy Brown on the inside. I watched the football get tipped. I think it's going to hit the ground, and David Patton, alert and hustling and keeps running on the play. It hits the head of a Detroit line defensive lineman. And watch David Patton. Nice catch. Brings it right off the top of the shoe tops and gets a lot of extra yards.
To the Detroit 36-yard line. And on first down, the pass this way, a little screen to Troy Brown, and Braun shakes a tackle inside the 35 to about the 34, maybe the 33 and a half.
You know, I talked to Kurt Schottenheimer, and of course, anytime you do a Patriots game, you got to talk to the defensive coordinator and say, well, what are you going to do about the screens? And he says the biggest thing that it does to a defense, especially when he's coaching it, it takes away your aggression. And because think about it, your defensive linemen got to be careful. They can't go running that to the quarterback too fast because he's just going to throw it over the top of them, and then they're going to have lead blockers down the field. So it slows down the pass rush.
On 2nd and 7, Mark Edwards, the first back through, and a lot of running room up the middle, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Corey Harris and Todd Light making the stop, but not before Edwards picks up 17 yards and another first down.
Well, it's good blocking inside, and I tell you, sometimes when you watch the Patriots play, you almost get confused when they run a running play, especially when it goes to the fullback. But good blocking inside. Compton, Damian Woody gets a good block to seal it to the front side, and a big hole for the running back.
On first down, the pitch. Smith, left side, to about the 11.
Well, you know, let's go back to what Armin Katayan was talking about on the sideline. We said in the opening, it's a big crowd. It's sold out. They want to come. They were loud before the game. They want to get excited. The Patriots, all they talked about, a lot of it yesterday was, let's do whatever it takes to get the crowd out of it, be conservative on offense, make some plays with safe screens and runs, and see if we can settle the game down, and then open it up.
Antoine Smith, nothing there. Wrapped up by big number 92, Shawn Rogers, in his second season out of the University of Texas. And when I say big, he kind of dominates the practice field, doesn't he?
What's his nickname? He has a nickname, Shawn Rogers, number 92. His nickname is Big Baby.
Big Baby.
He was definitely not a baby, we know that, but finally he has gotten his hand. He's had it in a cast for the last few weeks. Makes it tough to be a good pass rusher when you don't have but just one hand, so they're expecting him to be a factor today.
Kevin Falk is into the game on 3rd and 6. Brady on the roll, throws. It is incomplete at the goal line. Pass intended for Deion Branch, and Todd Light, in his 12th season out of Notre Dame, was there for the coverage. We were talking about him, and we're kind of surprised he's been around that long.
Well, Todd Light, that means he's good. Anytime you're a corner in the National Football League and it goes past 10 years, that says a lot about your talent.
Adam Vinatieri, exceptional in Dome stadiums, 178 field goals. That's more than any other New England Patriot. This will be from 31 yards out. Ken Walter the hold, Vinatieri the kick, and he's perfect. So, the Patriots take the opening kickoff and march to a 3-0 lead. We'll be back. Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. As you look at New England's scoring drive, 62 yards, 10 plays. And Adam Vinatieri now 26 for 26 in Dome Stadium. Vinatieri will kick it away. That is Eddie Drummond, number 18, deep to receive. And this will be Drummond from the 11. Trying to get outside, but he's brought down at the 23-yard line by Jarvis Green. 12-yard return, and when we come back, rookie Joe Harrington will come front and center.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. Bud Light, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. And by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
That fist, a monument to the big right hand of Joe Louis. Here's Joey Harrington. You can see that there have been a change in quarterbacks over the years on Thanksgiving Day. He operates on first down, and he's going to throw. Over the middle, incomplete at the 30-yard line. Intended for Michael Ricks, broken up by Ted Johnson. Offensive line gets veteran leadership from Ray Brown, now in his 17th year. Joey Harrington, what's the big key for you today?
The biggest key for us on offense today is to convert third downs. If you look at the statistics, the team's chances of scoring goes up 62% if you convert one third down during a drive. We need to be efficient and make plays on third down today.
5 wide receivers for Harrington on 2nd and 10. Another blitz over the middle. He's intercepted. Teddy Bruschi. Bruschi, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. For the 2nd time this season, Bruschi has intercepted and returned for a touchdown. He had a 48-yarder against Oakland, and now this is his 2nd.
Sorry, Greg, but what they did to Detroit Lions actually played into the hands of what New England wants them to do. They want you to spread the field so they can give you a lot of different looks, give you blitzes you're not ready for. You saw the blitzer come free. Teddy Bruschi comes to the backside. Joey Harrington never sees him. It's impossible for a quarterback to read that, and easy touchdown for the linebacker.
27 yards on the return, and Vinatieri for the extra point. The kick is good. The New England Patriots put 10 points on the board in 22 seconds, and they lead Detroit 10-0. We remind you to check out the NFL Fan Shop and get free shipping on NFL Gridiron Classic gear. Just click on shop at cbssportsline.com. If you're on America Online, enter keyword CBS Sportsline. Vinatieri to kick. Eddie Drummond deep. Drummond this time from the 13. And tripped up and dropped at the 19-yard line by Mike Vrabel. Let's go back to the interception.
Well, let's look what the Patriots did. Here's Teddy Bruschi faking the blitz, comes out. Larry falls to the wide receiver, is going to come short and across the middle. This is exactly the adjustment they want you to make, because that's why Teddy Bruschi fakes and comes out. They're looking for the short pass. And then Ted Johnson, the linebacker, kind of got lost early in the year from the New England Patriots defense. He has been a big factor the last few weeks playing linebacker. And Greg, we said the Patriots thought that the Detroit Lions would be a little conservative on offense. They did not expect them to spread it out like that, but they had a definite answer.
James Stewart the carry on the first play. And not much there. Mike Vrabel with the stop. Let's check New England's defense. The defensive front, 2nd-year tackle Richard Seymour, New England sack leader, also has blocked 2 field goals the last 2 weeks. The linebackers, Vrabel, Bruschi, Roman Pfeiffer forced a couple of fumbles last week. He's the Pats' leading tackler. And the secondary out on the corner, 2-time Pro Bowler Ty Law. Victor Green starts in place of injured Bucky Jones at free safety. Here's Romeo Crennel, the defensive coordinator for New England, as they look at a 2nd and 9. Stewart, the lone back behind Harrington. And coming across the middle, he completes at about the 22-yard line to Jermaine Crowell. But not much yardage at all, a pickup of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Well, what happened last night, we had Lawyer Malloy in, we were talking to him, and I said, you know, I'm pretty impressed with what Joey Harrington has done this year. And I said, Lawyer, what do you think? And he goes, he's young. I said, yeah, but you think he's playing? He's a rookie. And it's all he kept coming back to is the fact this is a young quarterback. The Patriots can do a lot on defense. They can't confuse you, and they expect to take advantage of that.
He also said it's entirely possible Joey Harrington could get caught up in the emotions of the day today.
Well, the Patriots had a pretty good answer for what the...
Prior to the snap, false start offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
There's Larry Nemmer as our referee today, and showing some of the ill effects of a pregame bump he took.
Yeah, last week during the warm-ups, he had the football game down in Dallas, and I don't know what happened. He wasn't paying attention, and some players just ran him over, and a black eye and 12 stitches, but back at work this week.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt. 3rd and 11. Harrington with time out here to James Stewart out of the backfield and out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Well short of a 1st down, and the punting unit comes onto the field to a chorus of boos. And this crowd, the Detroit fans, still feeling a little stinging from last week's loss to the Chicago Bears and the circumstances surrounding it.
Well, our pregame show talked about it a little. Marty Morningwig decides to kick in an overtime period, but we'll talk about it as time goes on and tell you some other circumstances.
Troy Brown from the 37, 45 to the 47, and we have a penalty marker down. Bracy Walker with the tackle, and this penalty is going to go against New England.
It's as quiet as I've ever heard.
During the kick, holding on the receiving team, number 35. It's a 10-yard penalty. It'll be enforced from the end of the kick. First down, New England.
So that'll back the Patriots up, and on the sideline, Marty Morningweg having a conversation with his rookie quarterback. We'll be back. 7:36 to play in the first.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Saturn, makers of the View redesigned L Series and the all-new Ion, and by T-Mobile. Get more minutes, more features, more service.
Just over 7.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and well, the New England Patriots have gotten what they wanted. Marty Morningweg, the last thing he wanted to see was the crowd taken out of this game, but it's been awfully quiet.
Yep, he's going around. I've been watching him. He's talking to a lot of players, trying to get them going, and he knows 10-0. Crowd is quiet, coming off last week.
Brady spreads the field on first down from the shotgun. Crossing pattern, Troy Brown to the 33-yard line. Getting back to Marty Morningweg, and he certainly has taken his share of criticism, but he was very open and honest about his feelings and about his situation last week, where he decided that the win presented what he termed a unique situation. There weren't very many points scored at that end of the field, and so he chose winning the toss to kick the ball.
That's right. And you know what? With how he presented his case, Greg, I'm not going to argue that point.
Pass out here to Mark Edwards out of the backfield, and a hit put on by Todd Light, number 24.
But here's so all the points were scored with the wind, and that's one of the reasons why he decided to kick off. He took it. Okay, but the big problem with a lot of people who follow football, of course, and some of the writers and fans, 4th and 8. There's a penalty against the Chicago Bears. It's a 52-yard field goal. He takes the penalty, pushes them back 10. It's 3rd and 18. They pick up 15 yards. They go for it on 4th down and pick it up. Then they kick the field goal and win the game. That's where most people have the problem.
That pass is incomplete. Intended for Troy Brown. And on 4th down, the punting unit comes onto the field, and so the Lions stand up and say no for the first time today.
Well, kind of an interesting play call. 3rd and less than 1 yard. They go with the pass, a play they use all the time, put everybody to one side, throw to the lone receiver in the backside, but Todd Light's alert and makes a good play.
That's Eddie Drummond, deep to receive. He's at his own 20-yard line. Ken Walter will get this one away from right around his 25. Beautiful. Drummond. Oh, hit head on at the 18-yard line, driven back to the 16. Gerard Cherry, number 30, was right there when the ball came down. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to play. Patriots lead it by 10. We're coming right back. Well, here's a Thanksgiving Day holiday item you can't miss. Log on to NFL.com and get Phil Simms' very own recipe for chicken pot pie. Only at NFL.com, or if you're on America Online, enter keyword NFL.com.
Of course, that's my wife's recipe.
No, it couldn't be worse.
Trust me, it is excellent.
There's James Stewart straight ahead. Getting back one more time to the Marty Morningweg decision a week ago. He's not the only coach ever to have taken the coin toss and kicked off the football.
No, many coaches have done it. Joe Gibbs has done it. I played for Bill Parcells. He did it in a game in 1987. So that's not the problem. Again, Greg, if you're letting the Chicago Bears go into the win, if they're going in, why not let them go ahead and kick a 52-yard field goal if they want to? So it's almost like he contradicted himself by moving them back.
Here's a reverse. Eddie Drummond with a little blocking. 30, 35, and out to the 40-yard line. 22 yards. Victor Green and Ted Johnson finally putting the clamps on Eddie Drummond, the rookie out of Penn State.
Well, it's a nice play call by Marty Morningweg, and the offensive coordinator, too, with the Detroit Lions is Maurice Carthon. He's been with Charlie Weiss, and they believe in running reverses to take advantage of an over-pursuing defense. And watch Joey Harrington. Peels back, gets a little piece. People go crazy when a quarterback makes a block. You know, what do they expect? There's a reason why they're playing quarterback. They're pretty good. They can do more than just throw the ball down the field.
Don't get carried away. On first down, straight ahead, James Stewart, and Stewart out across the 45 to the 47.
I made some blocks, Greg. Don't start that. I made one or two somewhere.
Were they voluntary?
Maybe not. Self-preservation. But that's what the Detroit Lions, Bill Belichick says the best thing they do. They line up, they keep it simple, and you give the football to James Stewart. And he says James Stewart is tough. He runs inside very well, takes the hits, and never runs out of bounds.
Stewart again. And Stewart to midfield and very close to a first down. Roman Pfeiffer coming up to make the hit.
You know, one thing, Marty Morningwig, he's a passing, or has the reputation as a passing coach. He comes in here. They threw it a lot last year. James Stewart, his production has gone dramatically down the last 2 years, just less opportunities. But when he's getting those opportunities, he's been productive.
Not only that, he's getting less rushing opportunities, but he's catching more passes.
Yeah, but you know, you look at him, he's big, he's strong. He likes showing that he's an all-around back, but he mostly just wants to get that football and run it. I asked James Stewart, I almost want to say Friday, but it's Tuesday because I think it's Sunday when we're doing a game. But we talked about this field, and he loves it. It's the fact that it's easy on your body. It's artificial grass. I guess that's the best way to explain it. And it's perfect for a running back. He says the game is over. My legs don't hurt. My body doesn't hurt.
Well, right now, he's a little upset he didn't quite get the first down. It is 3rd and inches. Corey Schlesinger, the only back in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff. Penalty markers fly. He didn't appear to make the first down. Yeah, but it's a defensive offside call coming up, which will give Detroit a first down.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Bill Belichick looking on. You know, when we talked to Bill Belichick last night, we asked him, what's the difference between the team this year and last? And I thought it was interesting. He said, you know, I really think that we're about the same team, maybe even a little better, but we aren't getting some of the big plays that we did last year on the way to the Super Bowl.
Big plays on special teams, and when teams get inside his 20-yard line, they are horrendous, stopping them from getting touchdowns.
Harrington down the seam, and he's got his man at the 25-yard line, and that's Jermaine Crowell for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw by Joey Harrington. And again, running the football, mixing it up. Now when he drops back, it makes a defense just play safer. So it allows him more time to throw the football, and you can see that Jermaine Crowell can get down the football field fast.
So does a pass from Joey Harrington.
Yeah, he's got a nice arm.
First down at the New England 25 as Detroit looks to bend the scoreboard for the first time. Harrington over the middle has his man to the 22 or 21, and that's Bill Schrader. I'm sorry, make it James Stewart out of the backfield.
Well, too, you know, Greg, you talk about it, and what you want to do if you're the Detroit Lions, why they want to keep mixing it up, you want to run it because basically everybody is running the football against the New England Patriots. You know, they're ranked 25th in the league against the rush, but you want to stay out of third downs. That's when they give you trouble.
With 5 wide receivers, a screen to the far side, and that was sniffed out perfectly by the Patriot defense. Ty Law came up and made the hit.
Teddy Bruschi is on the field. Ty Law made the play. Ty Law, of course, should be good at seeing screens and reacting to them. The fact that they do so many of them for the Patriots, he sees them in practice every single day. And
Teddy Bruschi looks like he's in some pain.
Well, he immediately went down and he immediately started motioning for the sideline to come help him. 54. Oh, he gets hit. Blocked right at the knee. Tony Simple goes down.
So Bruschi sitting up now, still being tended to. We'll take a short break and come right back. As you can see, Teddy Bruschi on his feet, and that's good news, the fact that he's walking off the field under his own power. Strangely enough, we were having a conversation last night with Ted Johnson, whose play earlier in the season had been greatly reduced, and had a meeting of the minds with Coach Bill Belichick and decided to rededicate himself to just doing the best job he can, and Ted Johnson's been getting a lot more playing time as a result.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Ted Johnson says, I'm just letting it go. I'm just letting it go. I'm not one of those guys, but I'm doing it now, and it's having fun, and it's making him a much better football player.
It's a 3rd and 8. And we get a whistle before the snap. That can't be good news for Harrington and the Lions, unless there was contact coming across from the defensive side. We'll see.
I'm not even going to guess. A lot of movement inside. Could have been on either team. Boy, Larry Nemmers, that is some black eye. Give him a lot of credit for coming here. Short week.
Neutral zone infraction, number 93. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So Seymour did come over and initiate some contact.
2 pretty big penalties so far by the New England Patriots in this drive. Richard Seymour gets in the neutral zone, and once a defender's in the neutral zone, if an offensive player jumps, that is an infraction against the defense.
So now it makes it a 3rd and 3 rather than a 3rd and 8 from the 18-yard line. And Mike McMahon is in the backfield. He's the 2nd-string quarterback. The fake is to him. The pass is to him. On the outside, 15, and down at the 11-yard line, it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Mike McMahon, of course, he's the backup quarterback. That presents some problems for a defense when he gets back there. One, they could hand it to him. He could throw it. And Mike McMahon's also going to play some wide receiver today.
Defense, offside, number 50. Penalty is declined. 1st down.
Watch what happens. He comes across. Here comes the blitz. McMahon just runs right around it. Joey Harrington throws the perfect pass. And I'll tell you one thing. Mike McMahon, even though he's the backup quarterback, he can run like a wide receiver. So you better be alert as a defender once he comes in there.
We were talking with Matt Millen, the president general manager of these Lions, and he said, you'll see McMahon back there, as a wide receiver sometimes. Can he catch it? He said, oh, yes. On 1st down, Harrington batted down over the middle.
I don't know who he was throwing that to, but the Patriots, Joey Harrington gets a lot of footballs knocked down as he's throwing it. And Matt Millen said it to me at practice. He goes, why is that? And I really couldn't even come up with a good answer. I just I was trying to bluff, and I just, I don't know.
Sometimes you do. You can fake it really well.
I can
sometimes.
fake, yes. A lot of people can. But Bill Belichick explained it very well. They throw the ball short a lot, so he takes short drops, and they throw it inside. So they expect to knock them down today. They expect to look for that, and so far they've knocked 2 down.
Shovel pass to Stewart, and Stewart to the 5, just inside the 5. Pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, so Greg, go back to that. If you want the answer, just ask the coach. They'll tell you. A little deception by the Lions, the shovel pass. It's really just another form of running it or another form of a screen play. Safe, gives you a chance to maybe get a big play because it's different.
So 3rd and 3 from the 4. Possible for the Lions to get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Schlesinger, the only back behind Harrington. Going to throw the fade route. End zone, out of bounds, intended for Michael Rick.
That's a good idea. Michael Ricks is a tight end, split out. He is extremely big. And next to Victor Green, it's a nice match. Joey Harrington, it's a nice football, but you got to give him a chance because the chances of that being intercepted are almost 0 when you got that big of a size advantage.
So here's Jason Hansen. He will attempt this from 23 yards out. John Jett, the punter, to hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with just 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the drive results in a field goal. It's 10-3 New England. Just a reminder, tonight on CBS, save room for 2 helpings of CSI. It's 2 hours with one surprise after another. Don't miss back-to-back episodes of TV's most watched show, CSI, starting tonight at 8, 7 Central on CBS, America's most watched network.
2 helpings, huh? So everything today we can make like that overeating parallel to it. Something that we don't know anything about,
That's right?
Yes.
Nice job by the Detroit Lions coming back after being hit with a long opening drive for a field goal and then the interception for the touchdown.
And 2 offside penalties by the Patriots that really kept the drive going and gave them a chance to score those points.
Hanson's kick. From the 5, it's Branch, the rookie. 25, and a penalty marker down back upfield where the kickoff occurred. And Detroit offside on the kickoff. Last week, you expressed a lot of surprise that we had 3 consecutive kickoffs without a penalty marker at one point.
That's right, because this kickoffs in the
Offside
NFL.
on the kicking team, number 23. That's a 5-yard penalty. We'll re-kick.
Just get ready. You're going to see yellow on the field. See, this is almost a risk for the Patriots. They'll return this one, and then, you'll say, oh, bring it back, holding penalty, illegal block, whatever.
And we'll see it go in the other direction. Brad Seeley, special teams coach. How many times do we talk about it? People just tend to put special teams aside as if it's not an integral part of the game. And we've seen week after week, games are decided sometimes with special teams.
Greg, one of the big reasons why the Patriots won the Super Bowl last year, their special teams play. We talked about it. Belichick talked about it last night to us. He just said they made so many. Not only did they make them, they scored touchdowns with them. Think of the AFC Championship game, what they did. Punt return, they block field goals, they do it all.
So things like scooping up a fumble and returning it. If we did that last year, we haven't done it this year. So Hanson will kick it off from the 25-yard line now. And as you said, barring a penalty, the Patriots should get some pretty decent field position out of this. Pretty good kick by Hanson. From the 5, Branch again. 25, 30. Look out. To the midfield, and he's off to 40, 35, tripped up from behind, and he's down at about the 32. Bracy Walker got a hand on him and probably kept him from going the distance. That's the end of the first quarter with our score, the Patriots 10 and Detroit 3. We'll come back to Ford Field right after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Well, let's take a look at Deion Branch as he returns the kickoff, and you be the return man as he takes it, comes up the field. Just watch some of the blocks by the New England Patriots. A double team creates a big hole, and then Jason Hanson does an excellent job of at least making him cut back. Boy, look at this. This is tough.
Oops.
Oh, yeah. But just the fact that you made him cut back allowed some of your teammates to come from behind and make the tackle.
Brady. The pitch. Antoine Smith cuts it back inside down to about the 25-yard line. And let's go down to Armin Katayan. Armin.
Thanks, Greg. When people talk about Tom Brady, they often cite his leadership and his confidence. It really dates back to his sophomore year at the University of Michigan when he was in this heated battle for the starting quarterback job with Brian Griese. Well, Brian won it as a senior, and really Tom considered transferring, but instead, fishing and cutting bait, he decided to compete for the job. He won the job when he was a junior. He went 20-5 his last 2 seasons. He said that was a turning point in his life. And Greg, quick update on Teddy Bruschi. Injured right knee, questionable return.
All right, Armin, thank you. Another pitch to Antoine Smith, and Smith inside the 20 to the 19. Tom Brady got a heck of a cheer as he was introduced here in the starting lineup because it was preceded by from Michigan.
From Michigan, yes. You know, when you get cheered by the opposing crowd as a quarterback, get nervous. Either you got to be from there or you throw a lot of interceptions. So, but here, Tom Brady, he's a hero around here. Played extremely well at the University of Michigan and, of course, winning the Super Bowl last year.
Phil, you talked about the part that those penalties by the Patriots played in that touchdown or that field goal drive. That penalty on the kickoff cost the Detroit Lions 40 yards in field position. Penalty markers down, Brady throwing, and it's intercepted. Back to the 27-yard line, but there are penalty markers down. Chris Cash made the pick, but let's check the flag. And the Lions aren't looking happy.
Illegal motion on the offensive team. That penalty is declined. First and 10.
Well, they have reason to be happy. They get control of the football.
Well, Tom Brady just couldn't figure out where to throw the football. Mark Edwards was wide open for him. For a long time, he never spotted him out in the right side. But when he moved to the right side, he throws back across the field. You hear it all the time, but you understand why. A quarterback going one way, throwing the other, you're not going to be as accurate. You're not going to have the same speed on the football. And Chris Cash, good job of adjusting with the wide receiver to make the interception.
For the rookie cornerback, his first interception of the year. It gives Detroit the football at the 27-yard line. James Stewart spinning across the 30 to the 31.
Boy, the Lions are, they're dodging some big shifts that could cost them the football game. Now they've overcome the penalty and the long kickoff return, and they get the interception for Tom Brady. You can see that he doesn't throw a lot of them.
Oh, that's only his second pick in the last 23 quarters of play.
Good example of that last play. It looked like the Patriots, there was nothing there to gain, but their rush defense, offensive players get on their defensive players, and they can't get off of them. That's why they don't defend the run very well.
Stewart behind Schlesinger. Gets a first down. Still pulls his way across the 40 to the 41-yard line before Victor Green brings him down. And I remember Bill Belichick telling us last night, if James Stewart gets to running, it's going to be a long day for us.
Oh, yeah, I know. Trust me, right now, Bill Belichick's over there going, oh, man, oh, no. And James Stewart, again, we said it, just talking about him, doesn't look to go out of bounds, always looks to give you the little extra punishment if he can, and probably in my opinion, he's definitely been underused in this offense.
Stewart again. To about the 42 or 43, and he has a definite role in this offense.
Well, Greg, why I think he's been underused. Your defense is not very good. So when you don't have a good defense, one of the best remedies for it is to run the football. Slow the game down a little. You got a rookie quarterback. Well, how do you take care of a rookie quarterback? You run the ball some if you can. Take the hits off of him. Take all the stress and game management away from him. But Marty Morningwig, they've been behind a lot, so they put it up with Joey Arrington.
Arrington going to put it up here. He's going to go deep for Crowell. Incomplete. Ty Law with him stride for stride. There's Maurice Carthon, former teammate of yours, and you said about as intense a guy as you'll ever want to see on a football field.
He definitely is as a player, and I know he is as a coach, just talking to a lot of the Detroit line players. Everybody needs the quiet guy. You need some yellers and all this. Well, Maurice, he's not that quiet guy.
He came in and put a hammerlock on you, and then I don't know how you managed the payback, but you got him.
Go ahead.
He was just really happy about the hammerlock, and then he turned around and walked right into a wall.
And he hit that wall hard. But he's a fullback, so he took it well.
Harrington gets rid of it. Incomplete.
Boy, that is, you just can't coach it. Joey Harrington, I was telling some people last night, and they couldn't even hardly believe it when I was talking about it. He just is impossible to get sacked. He was taught that way in college. Free blitzer, gets rid of the football. But he told us, and Greg, you heard it, he ran a more complicated offense in college than the one he's running now. And I never, in 9 years of doing this, have heard a quarterback tell me that.
John Jett kicks it away. Oh, great kick. Troy Brown's going to let it go into the end zone. So the touchback will put the Patriots out to the 20-yard line. 57-yard kick by John Jett. We'll be back. We remind you, coming up, the Nextel halftime report, Jim Dion, Dan Boomer, first half analysis, and live performances by Bon Jovi and Vanessa Carlton. It's coming up on the Nextel halftime report. That Boomer's had a busy day.
He has. Did the Thanksgiving Day parade. Did a wonderful job. He looked good. Oh, he looked pretty good. Oh, he looked okay.
Brady down the middle. Troy Brown has got it close to the 40-yard line for a first down.
Well, that's what Tom Brady, we talked to him last night, and there's not much he complains about when it comes to this offense because it is well designed and it is set up for the quarterback to do well. Nice move by Troy Brown. Fakes it outside just enough. Defense looks there, creates the opening to the inside. But going back to Tom Brady, wants to throw the football down the field a little more.
Brady was going to heave it long, decides to come short to Brown, and he's run out of bounds close to midfield.
Oh, that was good stuff. I mean, that's just, listen, this is just coaching, making it easy on the quarterback. It's the fake run, the fake reverse to Troy Brown. He looks down the field for David Patton. The Lions, we heard it, they're ready for all the tricks because they know they're going to see him. And then he goes away from the deep receiver, finds Troy Brown short, makes a nice completion for a first down.
Tom Brady also said we want to keep throwing the football too. It works for them. Antoine Smith across midfield to the 46. And he says one of the problems is that they haven't controlled the line of scrimmage the way they'd like to.
Well, Greg, I don't think they're physical enough up front to control the line of scrimmage. I think the Patriots can run the football because it's almost deceptive when they do run it. Everybody's bracing for screens and trick plays and passes so they can catch you off guard and get those 5- and 10-yard gains sometime in the running game.
Kevin Falk into the backfield now on 2nd and 6. This is Falk. Right side to the 43.
And today is not a great day to line up and just say you're going to overpower the defense. We haven't talked much about it, but Detroit, the strength of this defense for sure is those down linemen and just creating havoc. Let's just watch number 82.
As Bill Belichick says, they got a couple of thumpers over there.
Yes, thumpers. But look, Graham, the tight end, Compton, no movement to the outside. Robert Porcher does an excellent job of winning that battle and keeps it to a short gain.
Falk in there again on 3rd down, and the whistle blows.
Troy Brown's too quick. Boy, 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2 really. They're going to run the reverse.
Prior to the snap, false start offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Boy, once again, a penalty that is not going to sit well with Bill Belichick.
That's at least 3 that I can remember, moving or jumping off sides. But, 3rd downs is so important to the Patriots, keeping them short, Greg, because we talked about they're not that physical up front. So when you're not that physical, you're really not going to be a tremendous pass-blocking team in the tough situations, and those tough situations are 3rd and 8 and more.
Brady needs the 40-yard line for a first down. From the shotgun, looks one way, throws the other, tipped and almost intercepted. Number 24, Todd Light, who's been all over the field so far today, got a hand on the ball, and it'll be a punting situation.
Yeah, the part to this football team that's really struggling, the secondary, and Todd Light having a good game today, defending a few passes, keeping the Patriots from picking up 3rd downs and big pass plays.
Ken Walter to kick, Eddie Drummond to receive. Blocked.
Chris Claiborne got that one.
And Chris Claiborne was inches from picking it up and taking it for the touchdown.
Oh, he's going to be mad about that. Chris Claiborne moved to middle linebacker. He loves it. says that, and what was he telling us? I can do it all. I can do it all from the linebacker position. But number 50 just splits the double team, makes the block, and it's a touchdown, and he knows it.
This is the first punt block by a Detroit player this season. And it comes with 8:28 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, we had a good time talking to him on Tuesday. It really was enjoyable. He's having a terrific season. You heard Bill Belichick single him out going, he's good.
Stephen Trejo in the backfield for Detroit. Corey Schlesinger on the sideline with a shoulder stinger. Bullet, incomplete. Missed connections with Michael Ricks. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You know, I wonder what's going through Joey Harrington's mind. Here comes Roman Pfeiffer on the blitz. Good pickup. Michael Ricks goes down the field, but you're seeing some defenses. I already have seen some today that I know he hasn't seen this year. But he'll handle it pretty well.
Let's go.
James Stewart. 30, 25, 20. Oh, and he gets going all the way to the 15-yard line and a first down.
Well, the Patriots' defensive line, give credit to Detroit's offensive line. It's pretty good. But either the Patriots were playing nothing but pass, or they just couldn't get off any blocks at all. Ted Johnson can't get over to help out, and there is another big gaping hole for a runner against the Patriots defense. And when you watch it, a lot of times it's always to the offense's left, to the Patriots defensive right side where people run.
Stewart and Trejo in the backfield. Harrington under pressure, got rid of it. Intercepted at the 16-yard line by Willie McGinnis. Second pick of the day for the Patriots and blunts a Detroit drive in the red zone. Anthony Pleasant was putting the pressure on him. Harrington didn't get it up high enough or far enough for McGinnis.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by A Diamond is Forever. How will you declare your love this Christmas? Miller Lite. Life is best told at a place called Miller Time. And by the all-new Accord from Honda. It's more Accord than ever.
We are in the heart of Motown, and well, Detroit's red zone offense 28th in the National Football League. The Patriots take over from their own 18-yard line with just under 7.5 minutes to play. The give to the first back through, and that's Mark Edwards. And you and I were talking during the timeout. Taking a sack isn't always a bad thing.
You know it isn't, and I think it's something. Joey Harrington is so intent on not taking sacks. When he gets pressured, he knows he's in trouble, and he wants to get rid of it. And that's what the Patriots are counting on. They know they can't sack him, but they want to rush him because he'll throw it to avoid the sack, and you see a lot of balls go into coverage. And even Marty Morningwig talked about it. He's got to learn that taking a sack is not always bad.
The screen to Troy Brown. He gets it out to about the 27-yard line. Let's go down to Armin Catane. Armin.
Greg, you guys are talking about Joey Harrington's leadership qualities. I just saw a whole lot of it right after that interception. He went right down the line at the bench telling the guys, my fault, don't give up. I'm coming back. We'll see. Back to you.
Thanks, Armin. And, you know, as you were saying, too, during the timeout, Phil, that interception was so big because the Lions were that close to perhaps coming back from a 10-point deficit and maybe going into the locker room all even.
Yeah, overcoming a lot of things. You're right, Greg. And you know, Armin, just to go back to Joey Harrington just a little bit, is that when we talked to him on Tuesday, he just said, look, my expectations are realistic. I know it's going to be pretty rough, and I didn't think we were going to go win the Super Bowl this year. Rookie quarterback with a struggling team. And he goes, but every interception, every loss, all the sacks, whatever I do, I'm learning from all of it, and it's just going to make him a better player next year.
Mike McMahon has been sacked 9 times. Harrington has been sacked 7.
Well, Mike McMahon is one of those, he'll take a sack, but he can run around and create so much with his legs. So wherever he plays and whenever, he's going to have some high sack total.
3rd and inches, and Antoine Smith bowls to the 30 for a first down. Clock continues to move, coming up on 6:20 to play here in the first half. Happy Thanksgiving, Mr. Simmons.
Same to you. We had a little celebration last night. We had everybody had a little dinner at the hotel. It was good. I didn't get any turkey. You know why, don't you?
Because you were filling up on dessert.
No, I followed you in line. You hogged it all.
On first down, Brady to throw. Over the middle, has his man, Christian Fourier, and Fourier out of bounds at the New England 45-yard line.
You know, every once in a while, and when you watch this Detroit Lions defense, you're going to see some receivers get wide open. And there's, of course, a lot of reasons for that. Mainly, it's just their inexperience in the secondary. So when you run receivers, cross them, one goes deep, one comes under, sometimes you're going to make a mistake, but they got to play conservative because of that inexperience. So Curtin Schottenheimer can't say let's blitz and play man-to-man too often. He's got to protect his players.
On first down, this is Falk. He eludes the first tackler and across the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
Well, let's watch this middle linebacker, Chris Claiborne. Number 50, I told you earlier, back in middle linebacker, he just loves it. He says, I like taking on blocks. I dare people to run at me. I mean, he had it all going the other day.
All I want to do is seize the moment.
And you know, he talks about seizing the moment. He's a free agent after this year. He wants to show this team and everybody else that he is one of those big-time middle linebackers.
On 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Daniel Graham had it in his grasp, and Tom Brady knew he had a big gainer there, and it just went out the window.
Well, here comes a little blitz. Nice changeup by Detroit. They've been playing safe all day. You see the blitzers come inside, one to the outside. Corey Harris on the blitz. And Daniel Graham was not ready for the football fast enough.
So now a 3rd down for New England at the 48. And the Detroit crowd comes alive here. From the shotgun, Brady with all kinds of time. And incomplete. Mark Edwards was wide open. Brady under no pressure whatsoever. Well, couldn't make connections.
Greg, he's not under pressure. Only 3 defensive linemen this time. They dropped the other 8 trying to stop the pass. It's a pretty good throw by Tom Brady, but he makes Mark Edwards, the fullback, go down to try to catch it. You got to keep it up and hit him in stride on those short throws.
Eddie Drummond standing back at his own 10-yard line for the kick coming from Ken Walter. Bounces. Oh, what a bounce it took for the New England Patriots. It's going to be tough field position for the Detroit Lions. 4:37 to play in the first half. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
First Sergeant Blanc in Kandahar, Afghanistan. On behalf of the paratroopers of the 21st MP Company Airborne, wishing you and yours a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays!
And happy holidays and our thanks to you folks as we get back to the action here. Joey Harrington and the Lions on first down from their own 12. Quick pass out inside. And that's Michael Ricks, and he's forced out of bounds close to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, you didn't have to tell all of America that when I go to eat dinner sometimes, you know, not that this is bothering me, but sometimes when I go in on a long day, the night before the game, I just go right for the dessert tray. It's okay, isn't it? It was pecan pie. It was very good. Wasn't as good as my mom.
Okay, here's something else too.
What?
We had lunch together, and you went right to the dessert at lunch too. Yes, you did.
Because I'm sweet. Whatever.
James Stewart, the lone back in the backfield. Harrington intercepted right at the 18-yard line. Bobby Hamilton. And Harrington threw it right into the biggest crowd on the field.
I just saw Marty Morningwig go, wow, because it's just the fact that Joey Harrington, you've got to see that. And no, it's a little screen play to James Stewart. It's a fake, roll one way, trying to get it back to James Stewart. He gets in trouble, gets rid of the football, and a nice interception by Bobby Hamilton.
So Joey Harrington has been picked twice now in his last 3 passing attempts. And it gives New England the football at the Detroit 19-yard line with 4:07 to play in the half. Pitch for Antoine Smith, right side, tripped up, falls across the 20 to the 19.
Well, look, Greg, and I'm not just saying that. Joey Harrington, remember he's a rookie. Marty Morningwig told us when you play him, you got to accept some of the bad things that are going to go on. And some of these plays have been bad, but it's just going to happen. And especially, I think, once the year goes on, it gets long, it gets hard. He sees more and more. Your mind, he admitted to us, he goes, I'm tired. It's tough going through this league the first time.
Neither team has been terrific in the red zone. Here's Kevin Falk to the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line at the 2.
Well, nice screen by the Patriots. Tom Brady makes the fake. They do everything they can to get the defensive lineman up the field. So now when the running back or whoever it is catches it, doesn't have to worry about getting tackled from behind.
Kevin Falk, what a touchdown maker he's been for the Patriots this year. 2 rushing, 3 receiving, and his return to kickoff for a touchdown. Looks on from the sidelines on 1st and goal. Antoine Smith and Mark Edwards in the backfield. This is Smith following a block to the goal line. Didn't quite get to the end zone. And we're under 3 minutes to play for the first half.
So far the Patriots, what they've done so well on offense is they have kept the defensive line of the Detroit Lions out of the game. They're not pressuring the quarterback. They're not being as disruptive as they'd like to be because on defense, we've said it, the strength is that front 4. They've got to create tough situations to help all the people behind them.
3 tight ends. And the give is to Smith. Touchdown. Smith finds the end zone, and in a first half that has gone back and forth on a number of occasions, the Patriots have grabbed the edge now 16-3 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, good job of blocking up front, just good enough to allow Antoine Smith to get in the end zone.
Smith with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Boy, Marty Morningwig and his staff are going to look at what could have been here in the first half. Extra point is good. Joey Harrington is going to have a second half to try to make amends for some interceptions here in the first half. 17-3 New England. From Detroit, Michigan, 2:24 to play here in the first half, and the New England Patriots have grabbed a 17-3 lead.
It's a big man. Big outfit.
One happy pilgrim. 17-3 New England. And they will be kicking off due to a personal foul penalty against the Lions after the play. Kicking off from their own 45.
After the extra point, number 93. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards on the kickoff.
Penalty is on Kelvin Pritchett. And you were just saying, well, would you want to kick the ball out of the end zone here? I guess it would depend on whether you thought your cover team could keep them from reaching the 20-yard line.
Well, just think about it. You got a 15-yard head start. Do you really try to pin them down in there, or you just kick it out and make it start from the 20?
Well, he's going to kick it deep. And they will not return as Eddie Drummond takes it there. This game is a big game for the New England Patriots in the AFC East. They sit 6-5 behind the Miami Dolphins and even with the New York Jets. And on Sunday, you and I will be in Buffalo for that Miami-Buffalo game. And every one of these games in the AFC East means something. In fact, all of the teams that are competitive in the AFC what do we count, 10 teams with 6 or more wins?
6 or more wins. There's 10 teams, so every game is important right now. Everybody just about is still in the playoff hunt.
Harrington from the shotgun. Over the middle to the 25-yard line, and that's complete to Crowell. And Harrington wants to get another playoff here before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, try to get some rhythm back in the offense.
Quick pass, and that's complete. And that's Scotty Anderson, number 88. And with that, we come down to 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Marty Morningweg on the short end of a 17-3 score. We'll be back. We remind you, coming up, the Nextel halftime report. Jim Dion, Dan Boomer, first half analysis and live performances by Bon Jovi and Vanessa Carlton. That's coming up on the Nextel halftime report. Harrington on the roll, throws, sideline, incomplete, into and out of the hands of Crowell. It'll be second down. Well, the Lions can't look at the what-ifs, although they've certainly played a part here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't think the Patriots have been sharp. They haven't played like they've dominated the game 17-3. They've been fortunate with some breaks, and I think the Lions got to realize that, keep it going, and I think this is an important drive just to feel good about yourself before you go in at halftime. At least move it down the field, hopefully just to get a field goal attempt at worst.
Blitz, throw outside to Stewart, and Stewart is out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. And we've got a man down on the field for Detroit. See, it looks like Tony Semple, the
yes, it is.
Left guard. Tony Semple, the 9th-year man out of Memphis, and looked to be in some pain. Stops the clock with 1:50 to play here in the first half.
I don't know if you could hear Larry Nimmers, but inside of 2 minutes, an injury in a situation like this, it will cost the Lions their first time out.
This is our first trip here to Ford Field. Beautiful stadium.
It is beautiful. It is what you would call it fan-friendly. It has one of the best atmospheres I have felt in an indoor stadium. It looks great. The field looks good.
You know, we were talking about Chris Claiborne, and Chris was telling us that you get to know the fans here in Detroit, and you can feel their hunger for some success, and all he wants to do is go out there and give them what they pay to see.
He just said, he goes, man, and whenever it turns around here, I hope I'm here to enjoy it, because they are loyal football fans, and it is a very good sports city here, and the Lions have, of course, not had much success.
Matt Joyce has come in to replace Tony Semple. 3rd and 6. Harrington crossing pattern, that's complete across midfield. Up inside the 45-yard line is Crowell for a first down.
For all the different looks that the Detroit Lions are getting from the New England defense, the offensive line, which does have a lot of veterans on it, they are blocking well and giving Harrington a chance to throw the football.
Under 1.5 minutes now on the draw. Stewart nowhere to go. And Harrington going to call a timeout and use their second. No. I saw Harrington, he was requesting whether or not he should call a timeout. They said no, so the clock continues to run.
He was asking for permission, Greg, and it was
denied.
Not granted. Another blitz.
Pump fake. Downside. Got his man. Inside the 20 and out of bounds is Scotty Anderson.
Boy, that's a really nice throw by Joey Harrington. And guess what? It's another blitz. Ty Law comes. Detroit Lions pick it up. And it's a double move. Nice fake. Gets to the outside. And the one thing that you can do, if a team keeps blitzing, and Joey Harrington said it, so did Marty Morningweg, if they blitz, at least it gives us a chance to throw it down the field and get a big play.
Scotty Anderson has come alive in the receiving department late here in the first half. 2 catches for 40 yards now. Harrington running out of time, throws it away. And the crowd gives him a cheer.
There's no grace period. Don't they realize he was actually throwing one of them away and he got intercepted earlier, I thought. Look at that stat. Hurried 11 times, knocked down 1 time. Just 1 batted ball, which is good.
52 seconds to play.
Okay, the Lions are ready, though. They are doing a tremendous job of picking up the secondary players as they blitz.
Harrington over the middle, tipped in the air, tipped again, incomplete in the end zone. We have a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to go against Detroit.
Holding, offense number 51. 10-yard penalty, still second down.
That's the center, Dominic Raiola.
You know, let's watch the center and see if we can pick up the hold. Pretty easy to see. Well, he did get the arm around him, and he just really gets caught. Raiola does, because the defender spins, and when he does, he's kind of fallen. His arm gets out of place. Unfortunate holding call.
2nd and 20 now.
Hold on. Come on.
And we get a timeout call.
Timeout, New England.
So New England calls the timeout, and Joey Harrington came. I'm sure his heart was just jumping with every bounce that last pass took.
Yeah, he was. Watch Ted Johnson. He blitzes early, pressures the quarterback, leads to an interception. Anthony Pleasant pressures the quarterback, leads to an interception. Steve Martin, defensive lineman, gets near the quarterback. Well, you know the outcome. And that's what Greg, I always say it. Pressure the quarterback, shortens his time to see what's down the field, to make a good decision, and of course, it's always going to hurt accuracy.
I'm a little surprised that on a blitz, Harrington had time on that last drive to pump fake and still complete a pass down the sideline.
Well, they picked it up. He knew the blitzer was not going to come free, and the Detroit Lions, they knew, young quarterback, the first thing you got to do when you play a rookie quarterback, you got to make sure you can protect him in the passing game to keep him from getting hurt.
Harrington on the move again and throws it away.
Well, another screen play set up, nothing there.
So now it's a 3rd and 20. If you're wondering, they need to reach the 7-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 27.
Well, they've already accomplished what they wanted, Greg, is the fact that they have gotten the football down here, and they're going to give themselves a chance to kick a field goal at worst.
Come on.
And we get another timeout call down on the field. And the Patriots use their second here in the first half. 41 seconds remaining to be played here in the first half. And once again, a happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, everyone. Tomorrow, the winner goes to the SEC title game as Marcus Randall and the LSU Tigers battle Matt Jones and the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's here on CBS Sports. For more, go to CBSSportsline.com. Your America Online keyword is CBS Sportsline. How many times have we heard it from rookies in the National Football League right about this time? Back in college, they were wrapping up their college season.
Yeah, Joey Harrington talked about that. He says, but the year is going by fast. When you become a pro for the first time, you got to go through all those mini camps, a long training camp, preseason games. But he says it is moving. It's going along quick. But saying all that, he goes, man, I'm just tired. And he misses his family back in Oregon.
3rd and 20. Here comes the blitz. Harrington going to go for the end zone. Crowell is there. It's incomplete. Terrell Buckley is complaining about some offensive interference.
Well, he should complain. And listen, if you turn the tables, this would have been a 4-flag pass interference. Watch Jermaine Crowell. Buckley plays it perfectly, grabs his left arm and pulls it down, and not even a hint of pulling that flag out. But that's what Jermaine Corwell should do. Protect against the interception.
Jason Hansen from 45 yards out. Gets it away. It's going to stay on course, and it is perfect. With 30 seconds to play in the first half, the Lions convert a drive and put 3 points on the board, and with that field goal, Hansen has become the Detroit Lions' all-time leading scorer, surpassing another fine place kicker, Eddie Murray. (17-6) now in favor of New England. And as you said, New England didn't bring its best game to the stadium here in the first half, and Detroit probably realizes that.
Yeah, I think they would, Greg. I think Detroit's got to feel good for all the mistakes they've made and the situations that were created. They're only down 17-6. The offense is making some plays, and I like what I've seen so far from Detroit's defense. They're giving themselves some chances, and they've got to think they can come back for sure.
They've shown that they can move the football here today. There's been some interceptions that have blunted drives and turned things around in favor of the Patriots.
This game has definitely had a little different flow to it, that's for sure.
Crowd here getting set for Bon Jovi.
Well, that is, you know, I'll tell you, just to go back one more time, listen, that's good stuff by Joey Harrington there. Get down there, get the field goal. That's going to ease a little tension from him and the coaches and some of his teammates that, hey, he can shake off 3 interceptions and still get it done.
Hansen's kick. It's a good one. 2 yards deep in the end zone is Deion Branch. Trying to get outside, and is not going to get there. Run out of bounds at about his own 20-yard line by Bracey Walker with 23 seconds to play. Tom Brady's day on Thanksgiving Day so far.
Yeah, pretty solid.
He was in a good mood last night, wasn't he? He's always in a good mood.
Well, when you're,
what's to be grumpy about?
25, you're starting quarterback in the National Football League. You've won a Super Bowl. You got a new contract. You're a good-looking boy. What else is there?
20-8 is the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. I'd say things are going his way. Going to take a knee, and with that, the Patriots will take a 17-6 lead into the locker room at halftime. Bill Belichick hoping that his team would get out to a good start today. They did just that. Let's go down to Armin Katayan. Armin.
Coach, a lot of pressure on your quarterback, 11 hurries. How do you get Joey calmed down and turned around here in the second half?
Well, really, we rushed a few of them. They're a pressure defense. You know, we threw a bunch of interceptions. Without the interceptions, geez, it's a close football game. So I'll calm him down there at halftime. He took us down there for a 2-minute drive for 3 points. So,
all right, Coach, thank you. Good luck. Greg?
All right, Armin, that is the end of our first half with the score. New England 17, the Detroit Lions 6. Word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
Hello, friends, and welcome again from our studios off Fifth Avenue in New York to the Nextel Halftime Report. Jim Nance along with Dan Dion and Boomer. Hope everybody's enjoying the first half of action there at Ford Field. And let's take a look at it. Patriots leading 17-6. We're seeing some rather ugly performances out there. Brady's been picked once, and Harrington with 3 picks in the first half.
That's right, and we got the holiday spirit right here. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's crib we go! Not throw! Through the ball right here to Teddy Bruschi, picks it up, goes in 27 for the touchdown. That's what I call Thanksgiving.
Stick to your Sunday job. Tom Brady rolls out right here. He throws an interception to Chris Cash. Shouldn't throw the ball across your body. A mistake by Tom Brady.
Well, they are
and then
running
a screen
the
pass goes down to the 1-yard line, and Antoine Smith pops it in right there for a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
You know, Dion, there's nothing like going to grandmother's crib on Thanksgiving Day.
I'm missing grandmother's crib. I'm missing Mom and them today.
Yeah, that's right. We all wish we could be sharing that kind of thing. But we get to have Boomer's expertise here on the Bruschi play for the touchdown.
Well, I thought that Phil Simms really explained it pretty well. But you take a look right here. Here's Teddy Johnson. Right now, Joey Harrington's eyes are on him. If he blitzes, he's got to go through his inside receiver, his quick receiver. Now, Teddy Bruschi at the bottom of the screen knows this as well. So he actually fakes like he's going to blitz and then runs right to where he knows the ball is going to be thrown. Now, Jim Nantz told us in the NFL Today show that he thought that Bill Belichick was going to be able to game plan on a short week, and that's exactly what he did here. Now, Teddy Bruschi runs it back for a touchdown to give the Patriots a 10-0 lead. Teddy Bruschi actually injured his knee later on in the game. Status still unknown.
Create a little confusion there for Mr. Harrington. We haven't seen anybody throwing picks like this on Thanksgiving in a long time.
Since 1999.
My man threw 420 touchdowns.
Please give it up. Please give it up. 5 interceptions on Thanksgiving.
Could be a record broken. Forget the Gannon trying to break your record. Next up, we're going to send you back to Motown for special live performances by Bon Jovi and Vanessa Carlton. When the Nextel halftime report continues here on CBS as you look at the direct connect play of the first half.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel halftime report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
Day 2002, welcome back to Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. 17-6 New England at halftime. Greg Gumbel along with Phil Simms. And I don't think there's any question, is there, Phil, that despite the score, the Detroit Lions are very much in this football game?
You know, Greg, my feeling is watching the game and just knowing how the NFL goes, the Detroit Lions went into halftime. They feel good about how they got out of the first half, only being down 17-6. And I expect them to come back and play well and probably get a chance to win the game.
Okay, this, folks, is the All-Iron Trophy, and it was 5 years ago that we found out that my partner spends the morning of game day ironing his clothes in the hotel room, and so, you know, we instituted this All-Iron Award on Thanksgiving Day, and 5 years ago it was Stephen Boyd of the Detroit Lions, and since then we've had Dexter Coakley, Charlie Batch, Mike Anderson, and we'll pick a winner at the end of today's game, and who's got the inside track?
Oh, can't give that away. You know, it's a secret. It feels good to hold a trophy, though, doesn't it? You know, it really does. There's nothing like holding a trophy. That's why we like giving it out. It's a lot of fun, and I hope the players really enjoy winning it. But this year's show, you know, Greg, just to talk about the All-Iron team, it's going to be shown January. We're going to pick 12 players, and one of those 12 is going to be the captain, and that captain is going to win a brand new Escalade from Cadillac.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a good deal.
You betcha.
But it is fun. You know, it's a Thanksgiving. These games are a little special, and I had a chance to play in them, be part of them, watch them, and I think it's just only appropriate to give out a trophy to somebody on a special day.
Lions to receive. From the goal line is Eddie Drummond. Out to the 20. Forward to about the 23-yard line. Let's look at the numbers. We've had a bunch of turnovers in the first half, and the Patriots have scored 14 off of those turnovers.
You know, sometimes when you see points off turnovers, you go, oh, but sometimes those turnovers, you have to drive at 85 yards to score, but it is the difference in this game. Bruschi's touchdown, the interception for a touchdown, another interception, the Patriots throw a screen pass, they get it down to the 1, they run it in. So turnovers were the difference.
Joey Harrington, you know, the competitor he was in college at the University of Oregon, and he'd love to just jump back into the fray here. Straight ahead, James Stewart to about the 24-yard line. Let's check in with Armin downstairs. Armin.
Thanks, Greg. Talking to Bill Belichick, not surprisingly, none too pleased about his performance, his team's performance in the first half, all those missed opportunities. He told me he issued a challenge to his team at halftime. He said, are we going to play like a championship team, a Super Bowl team, or in his words, are we just going to flop around here until the last minute of this game and see if the Lions can beat us? Well, we're going to find out. He says, we're going to go after him here in the second half, Greg.
Good analogy. That's really what I saw in the first half, too, Armin, is just that the Lions just kind of came out and gave it to them. They didn't take advantage of situations or outplay them in the physical part.
Harrington down the sideline. That's incomplete. Intended for Bill Schrader. And Harrington looking at a 3rd and 9 as we look at the offensive leaders so far today for the Detroit Lions. And Harrington with 13 out of 26. Those 3 interceptions, glaring difference right now. James Stewart with 46 yards rushing. And on the receiving end, Jermaine Crowell with 41 yards on 4 catches.
Now, you know, Bill Belichick kind of leaked word to his captains on his team that if they could win this game, he would give them 3 days off because he wanted the word to spread that he would give them a little more excitement. 3 days off is unheard of in the NFL.
Pass over the middle of Crowell. Crowell can't dodge the first tackle made by Mike Vrabel, and it'll bring on a punting situation. You know, Bill Belichick also, part of him wanted to be out here during halftime because John Bon Jovi is a good buddy of his.
That's right. We had a nice talk about that. And when I played for the Giants, John Bon Jovi would always come to practice. They became friends, and I asked him, did you ever get up on stage and dance with him? He did not deny it.
From the 32-yard line is Troy Brown, and Brown is brought down at about the 34. 13:33 to play here in the third quarter. 17-6, Patriots in the lead. Well, Friday on CBS, join legendary rock band U2 and 200,000 of their closest friends for a once-in-a-lifetime event. You've never seen super group U2 like this. Don't miss U2's Beautiful Day, Friday at 10/9 Central, here on CBS, America's Most Watched Network. Brady to throw, quick pass, and that's complete to the tight end, Christian Fourier. We were looking at the offensive leaders of the Lions a few moments ago. Let's check out the Patriots. First of all, Brady, the quarterback. He's throwing today. He has 1 pick. He's thrown 10 of 16 for 110 yards. The numbers on Antoine Smith, 11 carries for 30 yards. And Troy Brown with 6 catches for 48 yards. 2nd and 6. The pitch for Smith. Down at the 40-yard line. Chris Claiborne, middle linebacker, with the hit. And a penalty marker is down. If it looks a little smoky on your screen, it is. From the pyrotechnics used for John Bon Jovi and company. Yeah, we're going to have a little conversation with the Lions.
He wants the Lions got to make a decision. Do you want to
motion? Number 88 in the offense was moving forward at the snap. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
You know, it's so few times. Christian Fourier going across the formation. I guess got going forward just a little bit. Couldn't tell from that angle.
So instead of backing him up, they declined the penalty. It's 3rd and 4. Brady on the slant. That's complete close to the 50-yard line to David Patton. And now they're saying, or at least the Lions are contesting it, saying it's incomplete, but that's a 9-yard pickup and a 1st down.
This Eric Davis had a good view. He's playing safety in the middle of the field.
Let's see, is Marty Mornhinweg going to challenge it? He's going to take a look at a replay up here on the screen first.
They're watching the scoreboard. The football absolutely comes out, hits the ground.
You know, it was quite the contest to see whether that replay on the scoreboard was going to complete before the Patriots got off another snap.
Let's watch the throw from Tom Brady.
Challenging the ruling on the field of the completed pass. We'll review the play.
He makes the catch, feet on the ground, has possession, looks like a football move, then he's hit. There's the fumble.
Conclusion?
Well, he recovers. We'll have to really look at it and dissect it a little more. But, Greg, these plays, when you watch pass completions, catch it. If nobody's hitting you, 2 feet on the ground, make some type of football move. That's another step, turn, whatever it is. Still have possession of the football. Let's watch the catch.
The catch, 2 feet, and then he goes down and the ball comes out. That's your point.
Yes. And he was already, his knees are down on the ground. If you look at the other view, we're looking to see if he makes all the steps and everything. Is his knee on the ground before it's knocked loose? That's very close.
Well,
and remember, sorry, Greg, that it was ruled a completion on the field.
Well, we hope you're enjoying a wonderful Thanksgiving Day at home.
Yeah, it's a good day. You know, it really is. All these players, the Detroit Lions, and even the New England Patriots were talking about that when you're not playing in it, you look forward to it just because it's a celebration with your family. And if you're a sports fan, you know you get to watch 2 football games. It's, hey, for the American male, I can speak for him. Nothing like overeating and watching football on TV. And if you're really, you know, the really coordinated families, what they do, you got to time the meal just right. You know, you got to time it between the games. Make sure, you know, that's an art form in itself.
Bad timing can lead to stress and strife.
Well, that tells you how big of a football fan that you are and how you orchestrate your Thanksgiving Day.
Well, Larry Nemers continues to look, and he's now made his decision.
But watch it. Here's the catch. He has possession. Is his knee down before it's hit out? I say it was.
After reviewing the play, there's no indisputable evidence on the monitor that the receiver did not catch the ball. Therefore, the ruling on the field stands. First down, New England. Detroit is charged with their first team timeout.
So not enough there for Larry Nemers to change the call that was made on the field.
Yes, and you know what? It's still a good challenge by Marty Morningwig. It looked, they saw the football come out. They weren't sure, whatever, but it was a third down. If he wins it, the New England Patriots are going to punt. You know, big thing. Get the football, stop the other team first, and get the football back.
And with that 9-yard completion, Tom Brady has gone over 3,000 yards for the season. In fact, as we've been talking about, Larry Nemers is going to probably come over and maybe check for a spot of the ball.
Spot of the ball, time, everything, yes. Come on, Larry, hustle up.
While he does that, we're talking about Tom Brady and how fortunate he is to be able to work with someone like Charlie Weiss. You're fond of saying, oh, he'll learn in a couple of years, maybe.
Well, everybody learns. All quarterbacks learn. Sooner or later they'll go. Sometime they'll look back after they lose their coaching staff and go, wow, they were pretty good. I wasn't as hot stuff as I thought I was. And coaching is so important. And if you see a successful quarterback in the National Football League, of course it takes talent. But there's a coach behind them designing and helping you understand to make you an accomplished player.
How about the terrific job Leslie Visser did on Charlie Weiss's story in our pregame show today?
Yeah, it really was. It was a good story. Enjoyed it. And tough circumstances for Charlie Weiss, but it's all turning out pretty well.
And he's looking better every time we see him.
Well, he stuck his head in our meeting room last night.
So why is it they always seem to have a wise word for you?
Yeah, something derogatory, is that what you mean? Yes. It's okay, because I bring it on myself.
First down, New England from the Patriot 49. Brady, play fake, steps up, gonna run. And gets close to the 45-yard line of the Detroit Lions before Dante Curry makes the tackle. 6-yard pickup will make it 2nd and 4.
You know, it's a big drive for the Detroit defense. They've got to find a way to get the Patriots off the field, stop it, and give their offense another chance because they were making plays in the first half to let them get out there and try to get back in the game.
Antoine Smith inside the 40, busts through to the 38-yard line, and Curry again with the tackle. But that's a first down.
Both teams doing a good job running to the left side. The Patriots, when they've run it well today, a few up the middle, but a couple very nice runs by Antoine Smith to the left side.
Now, you and I were having a conversation. This is the time of year where wear and tear really begins to tell on a football player, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Antoine Smith, right side. Not much there this time. Manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jeff Gooch with the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, stay in power, Greg, whatever you want to call it. A lot of times that comes from just knowing how to deal with situations, but being in shape physically, really being in physical good condition because that will help you mentally stay into it. If you're fighting, getting tired, and all those other things, then it'll just wear you out. And a lot of times that happens because you're not in the shape you should be.
2nd and 10. Brady fakes this side, throws it into the dirt on the far side.
Well, that time Luther Ellis, number 94, was all over it. Kurt Schottenheimer told us, that's Robert Porcher on the ground. Looks like he's okay. But how about when we were talking to Kurt Schottenheimer, the defensive coordinator, you always hear the word, we're going to spy, and it's always about the quarterback who can run. He says, we're going to spy some of our defensive linemen this game solely for the purpose of stopping the screen plays by the Patriots. That's what they did that time. Luther Ellis did an excellent job.
You know, Robert Porcher pointing a finger, it looked like, at number 74, Kenyatta Jones.
It was an accident.
Kevin Falk in the backfield now on 3rd and 10. Blitz. Brady on the move, throws incomplete. Detroit Lions all over the line of scrimmage that time, and they'll be forced to kick.
Boy, good stuff by the Lions.
And there's Kenyatta Jones pushing and shoving. And Robert Porcher, you know, you said it was an accident. I don't think he cares.
Well, that's right. I think it has to be an accident. They're not going to punch him in the face, but Porcher looking for some retribution. Again, he gets up near the face, the helmet going back. It's a good job by Robert Porcher not throwing a punch, costing his team a 15-yard penalty.
Ken Walter. Sky high. Fair catch called for. And made at about the 15-yard line by Eddie Drummond. 22-yard punt. Joey Harrington back to work after this. Lead on the Lions, who start from their own 16-yard line. 9th drive for Detroit, 5th time starting at their own 20 or worse. That pass is incomplete. Roman Pfeiffer.
Joey Harrington hesitates just a little bit. Watch as he throws. Watch a little bit of hesitation. That's just enough to allow the linebacker to watch him get in the passing lane. Boy, it doesn't take much in the National Football League.
Roman Pfeiffer having a terrific season for these New England Patriots. 2nd and 10. James Stewart to about the 19. A pickup of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, you watch this game, and it's, look, you just can't change what you are. Barney Morningwig wants to throw the football. We talked about it. He's got a rookie quarterback, but they just never give James Stewart a chance to really get involved in the game and get the flow himself in running the football.
You always talk about how quarterbacks need to get into rhythm. Running backs, I would assume, need the same thing.
No, they're no different. That's right. I think there's a way to keep them both involved, and they just have not done that with James Stewart.
Harrington spreads the field on 3rd and 7. That's complete. And out of bounds is Larry Foster for the first down. That's a 16-yard pickup.
Well, Larry Foster, just watching him practice 2 days ago, he is quick and he's excellent when it comes. Nice protection for Joey Harrington. Look at the pocket around him. Nice space to throw from. It allows him to spot Foster and makes a good throw.
So that moves the ball out now to about the 35-yard line. It'll be first down. Penalty marker is down. The give is to Stewart. Stewart is down at about the 37-yard line. And let's see if they get the Patriots for a little encroachment in the neutral zone. Malloy.
Lawyer Malloy's foot was definitely offside.
Defense, offside, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Watch Lawyer Malloy, number 36. There was the foot. Ooh, he got it back. It's like a dance step. He was so quick. It's like you.
Lawyer Malloy was telling us that he feels that his team is fortunate that there's so much parity around the league that nobody took off and left us behind when we lost 4 straight.
Yeah, he's right. Boy, the crowd's quiet here.
1st and 5. Harrington hits his man, and that's Bill Schrader, and that's out to the 43. I think you hit the nail on the head that the crowd is behind them when they do something, but they really don't help their team get started.
Yeah, they're not going to create the emotion. You're going to have to create it for them to get them excited. And I don't know, maybe they had dinner, that big dinner before they came to the game.
Like us, maybe they ate last night.
We eat all the time. We don't miss many opportunities. One thing about Joey Harrington, when you watch him throw, he throws with no conscience. I mean, he just rips it, lets it go. Short passes, throws them crisp and hard.
On 3rd and 1, throwing to the sideline, it is caught by Michael Ricks. Question is, was he in bounds? They're having a conversation. And it's ruled a catch.
Well, what they were doing, one saw the feet, the other saw the hands. You've got to get together, make sure you both saw the same thing, and watch Ricks. There's the catch. 1. Ooh, and I don't know if I saw a body part hit that ground. Hand comes down, but it's out of bounds. Let's see if we get.
And there's the flag from the far side from Bill Belichick.
If his arm would have hit inbounds, Greg, that could have been, no question, a completion.
So once again, Larry Nemmers.
New England is challenging the ruling on the field that the pass was complete at the sideline. We'll review the play.
And he'll go to the nearest monitor and take a look.
Let's take a look. 2nd and 1. Detroit going for the big play. There's the catch. Does the leg get down in bounds? It is. So that might be, Greg, there's the left knee.
Does his knee come down before his arm comes down out of bounds?
Well, we're going to find out.
It doesn't.
Let's watch. Are you sure about that? It's close.
It is close.
Which they all are.
That's the decision Larry Nemmers has in front of him.
And as you can hear if you're sitting at home, I'm not really big in this, making these decisions because we're always wrong. So when it's close like that, now it's up to the judgment of Larry Nemmers. You say his hand and he was out before the knee came down.
Now, out on the field, Willie McGinnis is hobnobbing amongst the Detroit Lions.
Well, Detroit's done what they wanted to do, Greg. They stopped New England's first initial drive here in the second half, and now they've gotten it back. They've moved down the field, made some good plays.
Now, if this is so close, let's keep in mind the call on the field is that it was complete.
Boy, nice catch by Michael Ricks. Such a big tight end, drafted to play wide receiver in the National Football League. Boy, it's almost at the same time, Greg. It's so close.
And again, if it's too close to call or to change the call on the field, then that reception will stand.
And if it does go against the Lions, if it's brought back, it was 2nd and 1, so it's a short one. So they would still have one more down to pick it up. When Larry Nemmers is not looking into that screen and he's talking, that lets me think that it's going to come back. Where's the football spotted? Where should it be? And what's the situation? Do you agree?
You get all that from that picture?
Yes.
Cranberry sauce does wonders for you. Well, this will be a big gainer for the Detroit Lions if it stands.
And if you just joined us at halftime, Larry Nemmers with the big black eye on the right side, he got run into last week before the game. Why the Dallas Cowboys were warming up. Black eye, 12 stitches.
Well, let's see what this call does to this Detroit crowd.
Maybe to wake them up.
After reviewing the play, the receiver did catch the ball, but in the process, his hand hit before the knee was down. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 44-yard line for Detroit. New England will not be charged with a timeout.
And this is what he's talking about. The hand comes down just out of bounds just before the knee comes down inbounds. Easy for me to say.
Oh, you know, that's a good shot there. I could see the knee finally come down. It's almost an illusion.
What's an illusion?
Well, whatever. It looked like he was on the ground. Then all of a sudden I saw his knee bounce off of it.
So now Harrington and the Lions are looking at a 3rd and 1 from the 44. James Stewart, Stephen Trejo in the backfield. He's going to throw for it. That's complete, and out to midfield is Ricks, and past the midfield marker for a first down. Boy, Lawyer Malloy had a handful there. That's a 9-yard gain.
That was a really well-designed play by the Detroit Lions. 2 receivers were going deep. I'm looking down the field, and then Michael Ricks, the last second, releases and is wide open. You can see Michael Ricks was blocking. Look at Mike Vrabel chasing James Stewart down the field. Nobody there.
And Mike McMahon has come onto the field again and is flanked to the top of your screen as a wide receiver. Harrington on the quarterback draw. No, McMahon with the snap.
Harrington lined up at wide receiver.
Harrington to the top of the screen.
To the top, there's Joey Harrington. Oh, wow.
On Otis Smith.
Went down there and got him a little.
You know, you and I were talking about Mike McMahon. You said he has all the physical attributes you could ask for a quarterback.
Oh, even Matt Millen, we saw him at practice, he talked about him. And I've seen Mike McMahon a lot. He is extremely talented physically.
Downfield, overthrows everybody, incomplete. Bill Schrader looks upset about something, but what, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. He's covered. Joey Harrington did the right thing, throw it away. Try to pick it up on 3rd down. But that just shows you, Greg, go back to Mike McMahon. You know, he was the starting quarterback here the first 2 games this year. You know, he's frustrated. Young quarterback, had success last year in his rookie year as a quarterback. He wants to play, so he's willing to come in there as a wide receiver, run the football, catch it, do whatever he can to get on the field.
3rd and 8. Harrington throws over the middle, and that's complete. Inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line is Larry Foster for a first down.
Well, they have found a matchup they like. The last couple throws in big situations, Larry Foster getting covered by Antoine Harris. And they move him across the field. There's the blitz. You saw the players come. Look at the space inside for Larry Foster, and Antoine Harris was on the outside, so he has to chase him across the field.
Foster, 3rd-year wide receiver out of LSU, advances the ball to the 23-yard line of the Patriots. Harrington throws far side, and that's James Stewart out of the backfield only to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's a heck of a throw for 3 yards, wasn't it? You know, sitting up here. But I can feel it. They're making enough plays here on offense. If you really listen closely, Greg, they are going to clap here real soon. Boy, at the last second, he just looking down the field, Joey Harrington. He knew he had the receiver short to the outside. And like I said, when he makes his mind up, he lets it go.
4:25 to play here in the 3rd. Harrington to throw again. That's incomplete. Trejo out of the backfield.
You know, Greg, we talk about it, all this, and How many passes has Joey Harrington had
Exactly.
so far? 19 for 37.
They are not afraid to put it up.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So another big third down play facing the Detroit Lions, who are 5 of 10 on the day, 3 of their last 3. Blitz, he got rid of it, it's tipped incomplete. Mike Vrabel got a hand on it and looked like he saved maybe a 1st and goal.
Well, another blitz by the Patriots. Joey Harrington recognizes it. No, he has to get rid of the football quickly, and Mike Vrabel knocks it down. Ted Johnson on the blitz to the inside, and down he goes.
So Jason Hansen will line up this field goal from 39 yards out. He's been good from 23 and from 45. Kick is on its way, and it is good. 4 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the third. The Lions creep a little closer, 17-9. And locally, folks sending good wishes on to Tony Nat. And we pass ours along as well. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. 17-9. Jason Hansen to kick it away to Deion Branch and Patrick Pat, 4-yard line. 4:06 to play here in the third quarter. New England back on offense after this. CBS. Brady spreading the field at the 24-yard line on 1st down. Over the middle, and that's complete. Troy Brown, 35. Got the benefit of a terrific block from Mark Edwards. And it'll be a New England 1st down.
Watch Troy Brown, what he does. He fakes going across the field. Troy Brown's in the slot. Watch this little route. You see this quite a bit. Fakes going outside, comes back again. Look at the room he has to run. And nice block by Mark Edwards. The Patriots went to this 5-wide receiver look because they do not like what they're seeing from their offense. They do this to change the tempo.
Tip. Intercepted. No. Dropped at the 50-yard line. Chris Claiborne had a shot. And it might have awakened the crowd here.
It might have. They moaned. But a good job by Detroit. They're getting in rhythm with the screen game. The defensive linemen are in the way. Tom Brady trying to throw the screen across the middle. Robert Porcher, excellent job.
Oh.
And watch Robert Porcher knock it down. And then Damian Woody down the field trying to get a block, stops Claiborne from making the catch.
2nd and 10. Brady pulls it down and now completes the short one over the middle. Antoine Smith and out to the 48-yard line. It appears to be about a half a yard shy of a 1st down.
Well, we asked the Patriots, would you run the no-huddle offense and change things up with 5 wide receivers, whatever? And they said no. But if we struggle and we don't like the way we're playing on offense, we want to change the rhythm, then they would go to it. And so not surprising, very sluggish on offense. They went with 5 wide receivers.
Going to no huddle, does that help the offense or just confuse the defense more?
Well, it's about confusion and just trying to get your offense to have a little more sense of urgency. Make them pick the pace up.
Antoine Smith gets the 1st down, but a penalty marker flies into the mix from Larry Nemmers. It's going to be a holding call against New England.
Well, I tell you.
Holding, offense number 74, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
I actually heard a fan down below us go, yay.
They're getting going. You know, of course, I'm probably being too harsh on the fans here, but you got to make plays on the field to get them excited. 3rd and 1 yard, a holding penalty on the right tackle, Kenyatta Jones.
And now the line of scrimmage is the 37. And the crowd comes to life. Brady stepping up, throws over the middle. Oh, what a bullet. Inside the 40-yard line is Troy Brown for a 1st down.
You said it right, Greg. He throws a bullet. He gets excellent protection again. It's the three-man rush by the Detroit Lions. It gives the quarterback just way too much time. Troy Brown, number 80. Here he comes across. He's covered. He finally finds the hole, and boy, Tom Brady just threw it by the defenders.
Troy Brown has 8 receptions, and there's Antoine Smith on the move. We have a penalty marker down, a couple of them at the line of scrimmage. Troy Brown with 8 catches, and the rest of the team with 7.
Well, Detroit was running the player on the field as the play was being snapped.
Defense, offside, number 67. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Number 67 for the Detroit Lions is Travis Kershke.
Well, that'll make you mad. That'll make the coach mad. It makes everybody mad. It'll make the general manager upset, the owner. When you can't get 11 guys on the field and be organized, it just doesn't look good.
From the 28-yard line, this is Edwards. And Edwards inside the 25 to the 24. And we are down to a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Detroit's had the football one time here in the third quarter. Patriots, this is their second possession, and here it's coming to an end, and you had what you wanted. You had them in 3rd and 11. You didn't stop them, and now it's almost imperative that you stop them from getting a touchdown.
The pitch to Antoine Smith. Off of a block from Edwards. Dives inside the 20 to the 19, and he appears to be about a yard shy of a first down. Jeff Gooch with the stop. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Good job by the Patriots offensive line getting on the block, staying with them, and allowing Antoine Smith to get turned up and run hard and pick up the yards.
So once again, a big 3rd down play for the Detroit defense. First down and more inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. And it appears that'll be the last play of the third quarter as a couple of the Patriots start to stride down toward the other end of the field. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, everyone. That's the end of the third. 17-9 New England. We'll come back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. There's a lion of sorts.
He says, oh, that's good stuff. Look at that. Nice hat.
Nice hat. You tell him. Start of the fourth quarter. Along with Phil Simms, Armin Katayan, and our ace CBS Sports crew, Greg Gumbel. At Ford Field, Kevin Falk in the backfield. The pitch is to Falk. Tries the left side. Has running room inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Kalimba Edwards made the tackle.
I'll tell you, so far today, Matt Light, the left tackle for the Patriots, along with Mike Compton, they've done a good job. I've said it earlier, and there was another good run. Going off the left side, kind of going wide. They secure the blocks, allows the running back to then get downhill and run hard and pick up some good yards.
Falk again stumbles this time and is down at about the 7. Eric Davis coming up to make the tackle. And you know, as we talked and then you mentioned that Bill Belichick kind of let it be known to his team captains that his team might get an extra day off if they chalk up a win here at this time of year. That's important to players.
Yeah, oh, sure it is. This is a big deal. You win this game and you get 10 days before your next game. That's a competitive advantage situation you'd like to take advantage of. But it didn't spur the Patriots on that much because they haven't played with the light that they usually do.
3rd and 3, lost the football. Penalty markers are down.
Quarterback moved.
False start offense on the center. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Well, maybe it wasn't a quarterback.
Line of scrimmage is the 12-yard line.
Well, the Patriots trying to help the Lions defense out. Holding call on 3rd and 1. 3rd and short. False start.
Brady going to throw for the end zone. It is intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Todd Light.
Boy, nice job by Todd Light. Donald Hayes, the wide receiver. You cannot let the defensive back intercept the pass when the quarterback throws that type of throw to you.
Oh, nice job by Todd Light, number 24, his 2nd interception of the season.
And I know coming into this game,
and
the
now,
Patriots...
It's called not an interception.
Nope, he drops it. Yes, he bobbled it, Greg, as he was going out of bounds.
And so, lining up for the field goal before any kind of a challenge can be mounted, the kick is good. Oh, did Bill Belichick get away with one there? It's 20-9, New England.
Well, Greg, you were right. From where we sit, it looked like an interception in the right corner of the end zone. But when you watch it, Todd Light, no question, no doubt, he drops it.
So Marty Morningweg did the correct thing.
Oh, yeah, no, never a doubt.
So the field goal has New England up by a score of 20-9, 13-17 to play here in the 4th quarter. And Vinatieri will kick it away to Eddie Drummond. This one's going to go out of bounds. Wow. So some instant field position.
Kickoff out of bounds. Detroit will put the ball and play at the 40-yard line.
Instant field position for the Detroit Lions. We'll take this opportunity to remind you, Friday on CBS, this ex-cop may not have his badge anymore, but he still protects the innocent, even if it means crossing the line. David Morse stars in Hack, Friday at 9, 8 Central on CBS, America's most watched network.
Well, I think Bill Belichick was right. You know, we just flopping around, hoping to win the game, and another mistake. Penalties, they overcame a couple of them in the last drive to get a field goal. Kick it out of bounds, good field position by the Lions.
Harrington throws far side, and that's complete to Trejo out of the backfield and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Well, we've been talking about how many times Joey Harrington has been throwing, and with 13 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, if he hasn't thrown a lot before now, that's all you're going to see.
Yeah, that's right, down 20-9. It's, of course, that's a touchdown, 2 points and a field goal would tie him.
Stewart. And Stewart runs for the first down just across midfield.
You know, the one thing I don't think the Detroit Lions do enough of, you got a young quarterback, you got some speed at wide receiver. Look at James Stewart's numbers, pretty solid day. And he always gets tough yards, but designing a few plays to delay the defense, to fool it, so he can throw it down there and make, you need big plays to score a lot of points in this league, and they don't really attempt enough to make those big plays.
On first down, the give is once again to Stewart.
Wow, that was some collision.
And he is still down and not moving.
Well, we talk about James Stewart. He really only knows one style of running. He does run hard. He is a physical runner. He still has the speed. And he runs into his teammate, Scotty Anderson, the wide receiver.
You can see Scotty Anderson's helmet jump. They're still looking after James Stewart, so we'll take a break with 12:09 to play in the 4th. Well, James Stewart has just now gotten to his feet. Take a look at the hit, and this is the hit of the day.
Otis Smith pushes Scotty Anderson, the wide receiver, back into James Stewart. The side of his head hits Scotty Anderson. That's where I think the problem came for him.
And we kind of agreed. We thought he was out for a while on the ground.
But he was smiling when he got up. So that's always a good sign.
So James walking along the sideline. Line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line. 5 wide receivers for Harrington. screen, far side. Eddie Drummond, penalty marker flies. And it's going to go against Detroit.
Holding, offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
That's the right tackle, Stocker McDougal, the first-round draft pick of a couple of years ago.
You know, Greg, I'm watching Joey Harrington just continue to throw the football, throwing it well, and, you know, it was interesting talking to him on Tuesday to say a few more things. You know, the one thing about pro football, he says, he goes, it's so focused. You know, you wake up in the morning, he gets over to the complex at 7:30, he watches film, you practice all day. He goes, boy, when you go home, you just want to relax. And
comes the blitz. He got rid of it, but he got decked back at the 35-yard line. That was Otis Smith off the corner.
Yeah, it's a blitz that Bill Belichick is famous for, bringing the corner from the blind side of the quarterback. Here comes Otis Smith. When you're on the left hash, you got to look for the corner to that sideline to come because it's short. But going back to Joey Harrington, he says, yeah, I just look forward to going home, putting my feet up, watching TV, eating a bowl of nuts, watching the evening news. Man, I feel like my dad. So, you know, just those few moments you get as a pro quarterback to relax, he's learning to really enjoy it.
He's looking at a 3rd and 16 here, no blitz. Plenty of time, throwing sideline, and that's complete inside the 35 to the 32-yard line to Bill Schrader.
Wow, what a throw. You know, you watch Joey Harrington throw the football. I know there's 3 interceptions. You really don't care, but this is why he was the 4th pick in the draft, or the 3rd pick in the draft, I should say. Just able to get the football down the field, be accurate, and it's not a lot of effort for him to do it.
So they move into better field position inside the New England 35, and Harrington to throw again. Blitz coming, he throws to Trejo out of the backfield, and Trejo to the 27-yard line.
Well, Detroit still, this is a big drive for them. Keep the pressure on New England on their defense. Keep the pressure on New England's offense. Make them continue to play the game. Maurice Carthon.
I believe he said, Trejo, come out.
You had a chance to meet Maurice a little yesterday.
I was glad he grabbed you instead of me.
Yeah, no, but he was fun to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Red flag. Ringo.
2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz. Harrington gets rid of it down the middle, incomplete. Larry Izzo was putting the pressure on in the backfield. Incidentally, Richard Seymour is in the New England locker room having a leg looked at, we are told.
Well, Larry Izzo, the special teams guy of the New England Patriots, is in there. Teddy Bruschi, he got hurt in the first half, so he has to come in and play. He comes on the blitz. He comes free. Watch 53. Comes around. You could see it. And Joey Harrington still knows where to look to get rid of the football.
And Joey Harrington still yet to be sacked today. 3rd and 5. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Michael Ricks was there.
Boy, the Patriots, just about every throw in this drive had somebody come free at the quarterback. Roman Pfeiffer coming around. Off balance. Leaves the receiver too much.
I kind of thought Michael Ricks came off of that pass just a little bit.
Understandable why he did.
46-yard field goal attempt now by Hansen. Out of the hole by Jett. The kick is on its way, and it is good. We saw Hansen drilling them from as far away as 60 yards in the pregame. 20-12. Patriots.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Ford. The best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. Nike. And by Burger King. Now for a limited time, get the new Extreme Bacon and Cheese Whopper at Burger King. At BK, you got it.
Well, Jason Hansen kicked the field goal as the Lions were able to capitalize on the kickoff by the Patriots that went out of bounds and set them up at the 40-yard line to start that last drive. We have 9:46 to play here in the fourth quarter. Branch and pass are deep. And wrestled down at about the 19-yard line by Raphael Cooper. So Brady and company back to work from the 19-yard line.
Favorite part of Thanksgiving, spending it with you.
I knew you'd say it.
What it is.
It's not on the list.
Oh, thank God.
Brady spreading the field on first down. Running out of time, throws and completes the pass over the middle to Troy Brown out to the 27-yard line.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Last time they came out, we showed you Troy Brown run the route where he came out, stopped, fake going across, came back, did all that. Well, he did the opposite this time. So Chris Claiborne, he's a big middle linebacker. He has no chance of covering Troy Brown in that much space in the middle of the field. Watch Troy Brown again. Number 80. Fake going across, and he comes back. Last time he faked coming back and went the other way.
Mark Edwards for the first down to the 30-yard line.
And the New England Patriots, they got in that 5 wide receivers, Greg, strictly to throw the football on that play to Troy Brown because they knew Kurt Schottenheimer was going to play a conservative defense with his young players, and he was going to be open.
Do you wish you knew all this stuff when you were playing?
Oh, I did. I just wasn't good enough to take advantage of it. That's what makes you mad.
First down. Brady, play fake. Pulls it down, and he goes down, and markers are downfield. And let's check the penalty.
Holding defense number 50. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
That'll be Claiborne.
Well, let's watch Claiborne, number 50, in coverage this time. Troy Brown's going across the field.
He's a little tired. He's a little tired of Troy Brown going across the field on him.
Well, unfortunately for him, Troy Brown was not going to be open, even if he didn't touch him, but
that would have been the first sack registered by either team today, but it didn't happen. Kevin Falk.
Hey, it's over!
Out to the 32 or 33-yard line.
Well, Greg, we've talked about Chris Claiborne. He likes to do it all. He dares you to run. Number 50 right in the middle of your screen. Oh, yeah. Mark Edwards is the fullback. He did say it to us. He goes, I don't care. I'll take anybody on in the run game. Guard, send them out. And, you know, not many teams kind of play that style of middle linebacker anymore. Usually they're smaller and they just run to the outsides.
Brady gonna go deep. Pass was on the button and David Patton couldn't hold on. Corey Harris came on to break it up.
That was some throw by Tom Brady. Greg, it was perfect. And David Patton fakes. Nice play action fake in the backfield. Patton's best attribute is his speed. He bobbles the football. And Corey Harris knocks it out.
You and I were having a discussion a little while ago during a timeout about how physical a game this has been. And the Lions have lost both their starting running backs. Richard Seymour and Teddy Bruschi are gone from the Patriots. It's taken a toll on both sides. Falk is in there on 3rd and 7. Play clock wound down before Brady got the snap off.
You know what? The Patriots might win this game today.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
They might win the game, and they still might not get tomorrow off.
So the crowd coming alive here on 3rd and 12. Brown in motion. Brady fakes the screen that way, comes this way. Daniel Graham. Graham to the 40, the 45, out to midfield, and a first down, New England. Boy, and you can just see the disappointment on Kurt Schottenheimer's face. So well executed.
Yeah, he should be disappointed. So many screens. 3rd and long. Nice fake by Tom Brady. You could see the defense chase the wrong way. Good blocking down the field. Daniel Graham, good athlete, tight end. They run the screen for the first down. And when you run so many screens, what happens to Greg? The offensive linemen get very good at running down in space and blocking little guys.
Pitch for Antoine Smith, left side, out across midfield, and we have markers down.
Defense, offside, number 93. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
93 would be Kelvin Pritchett. So move it up 5 yards to the 46 of the Lions, and it'll be 1st and 5.
Well, now it's time for Tom Brady. You've got so little time left to go in the game, work the clock, do what you can to make sure your team gets a first down or two, and take it down to a situation where it makes it almost impossible for Detroit to come back and win. So, you know, you get in a situation like this, Craig, if you pick up the first down here, you think about using your snap count. Neither quarterback has done that at all today. Try to draw them all sides. You get a 1st and 5. As a quarterback, you go, man, we could run it in there 3 times for 5 yards, I hope. And then you look up, and it's 3 more minutes off the clock.
Brady from the shotgun, Falk alongside him in the backfield. And Brady calls timeout. So he'll stop the clock at 5:38 here in the 4th quarter and talk things over. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It is a night of Thanksgiving here on CBS with back-to-back episodes of TV's #1 hit show, CSI. Then Don't Miss Without a Trace. The Drama Entertainment Weekly just gave rave reviews, and an all-new late show with David Letterman after the local news. Tonight on CBS, America's most watched network. Straight ahead, Antoine Smith inside the 40. And it's time for you and I to start giving some thought to this All-Iron trophy.
What do you mean, you and me? Look, you know, my folks don't want it. No, we all vote on it. We do.
I find out who you're voting for, and then I veto that.
You veto? Yeah. We'll let the whole crew get involved because our crew here at CBS, they're, I guess to say, they're football junkies. They have opinions, and they want to weigh in, and I let them.
Boy, do they have opinions.
Yeah, they do. It's good. Always want to know, what do you think? How's it going to go today? Who's going to win?
Antoine Smith with markers down.
Tom Brady, good job. First down, finally. Use the snap count. Lulled them asleep all day. You change the snap count, you'll get them off sides.
Defense, offside, number 91. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves now inside the 35 of the Detroit Lions. And it'll be 1st and 5. It's been a long day for the Detroit Lions defense, and some unfortunate things have happened that prevented them from really grabbing control of this game, or at least staying even early on. Brown in motion. Brady wide open and overthrew him. Daniel Graham had about 15 yards on the nearest defender.
Boy, was that a good call in a very unique situation. And as Tom Brady throws it, everybody in the Patriots bench put their hands over their head and grabbed it like, oh no, because that was the game clincher. Good fake, 1st and 5. I expected them to run the football 3 times just to eat up the clock, and they catch the defense off guard. Don't take advantage of it.
Brady's numbers on the day. He has thrown 3 touchdown passes in a game 3 times in the last 4 weeks. Dragged down from behind is Antoine Smith by Luther Ellis. Loss of 2, and it's a 3rd and 7, and the clock continues to tick on towards 4:20 to play.
Yeah, you know, you think that pass wasn't big? 20-12. You're in 3rd and long here. You're going to have a 52 or 53-yard field goal if it stays right here. That's not a gimme, even indoors. So this is the biggest play by far for Detroit's defense in the game.
Saw the determination on Tom Brady's face as they broke the huddle.
The Lions wanting the crowd to get involved, but that's just not going to happen.
Quick pass. That's complete. Whistles blowing. This play won't count. And we get a false start, and look at Brady. Oh.
Prior to the ball being snapped, there was a false start on number 77 of the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Brady slapping his hands in disgust. He had a good play going. And a 3rd and 12 now, and if this ball stays right here, you're probably talking about them being out of field goal range.
Well, I know this. The Lions, when they blitz, it really makes it tough. They're going to play man coverage this time. The receivers for the Patriots are getting open against the man coverage.
On 3rd and 12, Brady throwing this side. It is complete and out of bounds to Troy Brown. It is enough for a 1st down.
That is some big play. Troy Brown to zone defense. The soft spot of this defense is outside. And a perfect throw by Tom Brady. Good catch by Troy Brown.
10 catches, 113 yards for Troy Brown, who has caught 10 of the 18 receptions made by the Patriots today.
Well, games like this, defenses that play the style that Detroit plays, they are made for Troy Brown to have good success.
Antoine Smith going to bring it to the near side, and he's brought down at about the 24, 23-yard line, and we get a timeout called by the Detroit Lions.
Still a 12-point game.
And you're right, we're talking a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And wouldn't it be interesting for Marty Morningweg if he won a coin toss? 3:38 to play here in the 4th. We'll be back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Dr. Pepper and your local Dr. Pepper bottler. Be you, nothing's better. Dr. Pepper. And by DirecTV. Movies, music, and exclusive sports from the leader in digital satellite entertainment.
Just a reminder, the Subway postgame show comes your way once we wind down. Jim, Dion, Dan, and Boomer have a wrap-up of today's game, and we'll have the presentation of the Phil Simms All-Iron Player of the Game trophy here live at Ford Field. 20-12, New England in the lead. 2nd and 9. Antoine Smith, left side, reverses field to about the 21. And we get another stoppage of play. And the Lions stop the clock with 3.5 to play. That all-iron presentation, you know, in past years, it had been fairly clear-cut right up until now.
Oh, really? You know, there's one that's in absolute consideration. Troy Brown, 10 catches, 111 yards. He
has had himself a great day catching the football. And Tom Brady has had a heck of a day throwing it to him. But Troy Brown has gotten open at key moments when he's had to.
Yeah, he has. A couple big throws lead to some points. And also 3rd and long to maybe give New England a chance to seal this victory.
You see the timeout situation. The Patriots with 2 of them remaining, and Detroit is all out of timeouts now.
I remember years ago we were here. Remember Stephen Boyd?
Sure.
We gave it to him. There was a field. He wasn't even on the field goal unit. Detroit had 10 guys in the field. He went flying out there, got down, and we were like, this is the guy. Of course, he made like 25 tackles that day, too.
That helped.
That always helps. And they won the game.
3rd and 7. Brady spinning away from a tackler. 15, inside the 15, diving for a first down.
This is the same play that they had a few plays earlier where Daniel Graham was wide open and Tom Brady missed him. So they repeat it again. Detroit all over the receivers down the field. Tom Brady avoids the sack and shows enough mobility to pick up another big first down. And you know, Detroit's defense, it's ranked, it's 28th in the league, and you see it. They've had so many chances to get off the field. They cannot make the play to stop the opposing team's drive.
On first down, Antoine Smith to the 10. Going back to Troy Brown for a moment. We were talking about the fortunes of the New England Patriots this year. They started out winning their first 3, and then they went into a 4-game slide. It coincided with an injury to Troy Brown.
Oh, I think you're right there, Greg. Tom Brady talked about it. Just when you take a really good player off of any football team or off any unit, it's going to affect everybody. It affects their passing game. Teams didn't fear it as much, and all of a sudden, when they don't fear the passing game, they don't fear your running game either.
And we are going to get the 2-minute warning before we get to another offensive snap. It's 20-12 with 2 minutes to play, and the All-Iron Trophy still to be awarded. On this Thanksgiving Day 2002, we wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving, and Troy Brown is our 2002 All-Iron Award winner.
Yep, but he deserves it. Made the big catches like you said, Greg. Good statistics and such a big part of New England's offense and their success and failure.
Antoine Smith, right side to the 5.
You know, if Larry Nimmers would have taken that hit today, we might have given it to him.
That's right.
Coming on short notice and playing with that big black eye, and man, can you imagine how that felt to, hey, it hurts when you got equipment on, much less being an official in that outfit.
Yeah, you got to give him credit for coming out here and hanging in.
Yeah, I do.
And we're told Larry Nimmers would like to thank the medical staff in Dallas for tending to him when it happened. Boy, that's some shiner.
Yeah, you can see it looks like the stitches are right along the eyebrow.
3rd and 2.
Like a hockey player, sew him up, throw him back in there.
Inside the 5 to the 1-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and goal for New England.
Well, the Patriots, it's a big victory for Bill Belichick and his team. They get to get rested. They get 10 days to relax,
and then they get Drew Bledsoe and the Buffalo Bills.
That's right. The Buffalo Bills come to town. They get to sit home on Sunday, watch everybody play, and just root for all their rivals to lose. That's fun as a player.
Patriots will improve to 7-5, and it looks like Tom Brady is just going to take a knee. Not looking for another touchdown, just looking to run out the clock, and that'll do it.
Don't take a chance.
The boos ring down on the Detroit Lions and Marty Morningweg, but in many ways, the Detroit Lions played themselves a good football game today. Final seconds wind down on this New England win. The Patriots improve to 7-5. The Lions fall to 3-9. And the education process for Joey Harrington continues. For Phil Simms and Arma Katayan, Greg Gumbel saying so long from Ford Field. Our final score, 20-12, New England. Up next, Jim Nance and company for the Subway postgame show. Stay tuned. We'll be back to award the Phil Simms All-Iron Player of the Game trophy. But first, thanks to the men and women of CBS Sports who were away from their families and loved ones on this holiday so that we could bring you today's game. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
The Subway postgame show is sponsored by Subway. Fresh-made sandwiches on fresh-baked bread. Subway, eat fresh.
And we welcome you to the Subway postgame show from our studios here off 5th Avenue in New York. Good to have you with us again. Thanksgiving greetings from all of us here, Dan, Dion, and Boomer. And we talked so strongly about the Patriots, the favorable schedule the rest of the way last week on the NFL Today, and now 7-5. This is really tracking very similar to last year.
They haven't played really that well the last 2 weeks, but they're winning. And when they have the time of possession, which they won today, they had the ball for 35 minutes, and the 2 turnovers that turned into 14 points. And when you do that, you know you're going to win.
You're going to win because they have a balanced team offensively, defensively, and now special teams. Field goal kicker is one of the best in the business. So when it comes down to the wire, I think they have the team to do it.
You talk about a favorable schedule. I don't know about our friends down in Miami if they feel that way. They got to play Buffalo at home this week. Then they have to go to Tennessee, which is not going to be easy. New York Jets and Miami at home at the end of the season. They have been listless the last 2 weeks. They're going to have to pick it up if they're going to want to go back to where they were last year.
But 3 of those 4 are at home, including the last 2 weeks that you mentioned against the Jets and Miami. Let's go back out to Ford Field and Armit Katayan.
Troy, it seemed like you guys were stuck in second gear for most of the game. In these kind of games, the big players come up big. You certainly did that today.
Yeah, we got in a little of a funk right there after our first couple of drives and couldn't seem to score touchdowns. We moved the ball and getting a lot of penalties and stuff like that, so it slowed our drives down. So, you know, I mean, it's a situation where, you know what, I just want the ball in my hands and make something happen for this team, and that's what happened again today. So.
Well, we've got a tradition of our own at CBS Sports, the All-Iron Award to the player who best symbolizes work ethic and toughness and perseverance, and I can't think of a better person to give it to you than you, Troy. 11 catches today. Congratulations from Phil Simms and all of us at CBS.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's what hard work gets you right here. You know, hope we can get some electricity flowing through here so I can iron my clothes, too.
All right. Thank you, Troy. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
Boy, well-deserved. As good as this guy is, I still feel he is underrated by too many people. Troy Brown, the All-Iron winner, will be back. A preview of the Redskins and Cowboys.